Good evening and welcome to the 6th episode of Dungeons and Drama Majors, the live D&D stream where a bunch of us drama majors and our good friend Ben get together and we play Dungeons and Dragons in a steampunk-themed universe of our own creation, mess around, have some fun, and hopefully you guys have some fun too watching. We're just going to pick things up right back where the last session left off. After a little bit of the technical shebang that happened last episode, we're going to pick things up entering the barbershop with Abby, Isla, and I believe Jade. They're the three entering the barbershop. So, you guys come into this barbershop. Looking in, there's the three barber chairs along the left-hand side of the building itself. Along the right-hand side seems to be a bit of a waiting area where one gentleman with a surprisingly small amount of hair sits there and just sort of waiting for the barber to do whatever he's going to do to this gentleman. There is one elven barber working quite quickly at a woman who has decently long hair, about like mid-rib cage length hair, seems to just be fixing her up a bit. And there is another gentleman over at a cash register on the far end of the barbershop itself. As you guys come in, there is the slight dinging of the bell above the door as the three of you enter the barbershop, and the gentleman working on this lady's hair turns over. Hey! What can I do for you?
Do you take drop-ins?
Yeah, for the three of you. Just, 1, 2. Just take a look around.
Myself. You?
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
All
Definitely me, maybe the other two.
Definitely yourself, yeah.
Cool.
It looks like a good job. And maybe for yourself there, sir.
No, thank you.
Okay. Well, I just gotta finish up this lady here, gives her a pat on the shoulder. And this gentleman here is, well, yeah. He just likes to watch. So just be a couple minutes. Seating just right behind me there.
Okay, go take a sit.
Okay. So there is, this little seating area is made up of 4 different things you can sit on. There looks to be 2 love seats, 1 singular little thing. All of these are like couch style seats with like, cushions and the whole bit. This gentleman who is sitting and watching is taking up one of the sort of love seats. There's another love seat, a solo seat, and then a couch that looks like it could fit about 4
Okay.
people.
Abby's gonna sit on the far side of the couch from the bald man.
Okay. Okay. Do the 2 of you sit down? Do you guys?
I'm gonna stay by the door, kind of leaned up, and judge the fuck out of this barbershop.
Okay. I think this barbershop isn't quite as suspicious as the streets of New Eden and needs a little change in music. Alright, so you guys sit there. Is there anything you'd like to do while you wait for the barber to finish up with this woman?
Oh.
How bold are you going?
Like not. Yeah. I'm just gonna get him to like clean him aside a little bit. Maybe give me a nice point to my beard. How do guys like wear their beards here? Is it like, yeah, I was like, what if it's just like straight like a dagger?
What if
1d4.
Are you worried about how you're going to look at the gala? Because remember your role. Naval man.
Yeah. How do you capture? I don't know. I feel like you get cleaned up before a ball, right? Even if he was like grizzly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I think that they're into like beard art in the High District, so we could have them put colors in your beard or like make shapes out of it.
Now that seems a little exotic, but
Look around, Abby.
Yeah.
I think she's got a
art
point.
here.
In Jane's head, I go, do you think I can get him to do it?
Oh, and then that's when I really clue in. She's right. I
Yeah.
think it would look great. I think that people would actually... It would make you less suspicious.
And it'd match your brand new jacket.
It would.
All
I
right.
feel like naval captains would be the type to put a boat or something in their beard. Maybe you could
Yeah.
find a little wooden boat and put it in your beard.
All right. Did any of the like most ostentatious captains that Abby's known in his life ever do weird shit with their beards?
Give me a history check.
That's a big 9.
Big 9?
I'm just
8.
looking at
8.
Oh.
Thinking back to like the weirdest beards you'd seen back home, the best you can think of is you do recall there being an orcish captain who had a number of beads sort of placed amongst his beard. Well, that's sort of where your mind goes when you think about a boat. Maybe there might be like some sort of like small boat trinket you could put amongst your beard, but you've never experienced anyone with like a beard in the shape of a boat.
Yeah, that sounds weird. I don't know if I'm
Or
gonna.
does it sound ingenious?
It just kind of sounds weird.
You know, all
actually.
these things
Yeah.
sound weird until the first captain does it, and then it's the new boat of the sea.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be a boat. I agree. That's too far. It's your first time. Maybe it's just like blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blue beard.
And imagine how well it would match your captain's uniform.
Yeah.
Abby, you could create the new wave.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. That was a good
Unintended.
one.
That's
don't
pretty
get it.
good.
All
Wasn't
right. Yeah. Okay, I'll think about the color, but
What?
it? Like waves, like in the ocean.
So as this conversation continues on, the barber finishes up with this woman, and she gets up and sort of brushes a bit of the hair that landed on her shoulders, and heads over to the counter and sort of walks off. And well, which one first? All right. And pats the chair. Cover it up.
thanks. Step in.
Okay.
Get in.
Stepping into the chair. What you notice as you hop into the chair at first is you sit in it and it just feels very, very short. Feels like this woman was not as big as Abby was, and so it's very low to the ground. Your knees are like touching the ground and up quite a bit. And as you sit, you feel it just sort of start to correct itself. The chair sort of fitting to your size. The spot where your legs are meant to sit extends a little bit to pick your legs up as it sort of pulls itself a little bit higher up. All right. What can I do for you? What are we doing today?
Yeah. I was just hoping that you could like clean up my hair a little bit. And do you do beard colors?
Beard colors. Well,
Hey.
it depends on sort of. Well, is there a color in mind you have, or
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any nice blues?
blues?
What?
Sorry, just cough.
It will be, an additional charge in addition to the cut. I take it you're doing both hair and
Yeah, that'll be
Beard
nice.
cut?
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
could I get a quote?
a quote. Well,
Yeah.
for the cut itself, it will come to for hair and for beard. It'll be 1 gold, 5 eagles.
All right.
For that. For the color, a little bit more expensive on the color side. We do have some stuff that we imported from the conglomerate to the east. Very, very good. Keep your beard that color for quite some time. That'll come to about another 2 gold added on.
I'll cover it for you. I pull 2 gold out and I hand it to the barber.
Hand to the barber. The barber sort of turns around and sees it. Well, wonderful. Grabs it and pops it into a little pocket on the side of his coat. Well, let's get to it. Just a little just shortening a bit. Do you want a certain style? What are we looking
Yeah.
at?
Just make it pretty clean.
Clean.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to it. So he pulls out from these little pouches on the sort of coat, this almost like a vest that he's wearing with a number of pouches along the sort of waist part of this coat. Pulls out a pair of scissors and a comb, begins to go through your hair. You feel like a few tugs, like he hits knots and bits of blood that have gotten into your hair from the splatter of the day. Yeah, the day previous, or not the day the same day, this morning. Sort of tugs them out and goes, sorry about that.
Sorry, yeah.
Combs through your hair, starts snipping, you can feel the hair start falling, and you notice as you're sort of looking around for something to look at, as everyone does whenever you're getting a haircut. Always trying to figure out whether you're going to look the person in the eyes in the mirror, or if you're just going to stare at yourself, or what you're going to do. But as your eyes drift and look around, you sort of hear this like very faint like tick, 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 tick. And notice this small circular robotic construct sort of like zipping around your feet and just seems to be sort of absorbing whatever hair it goes over. Think like a small steampunk Roomba. Just sort of this little thing that's like zipping, like not zipping, and it's very slow and sort of bumping into things, but just like sucking up hair as it goes. You notice that the barber every so often, as it like strays out of the way, sort of gives it a bit of a tap with its foot, and it turns back around and comes back towards the hair. Few moments pass. Those of you sitting in the chairs glance over and notice this man, as Abby is now getting his haircut, is sort of like leaned forward and just like deadpan looking at the back of his head.
Am I in line of sight of this man? Or is he in my line of sight?
Give me a perception check.
So who's looking at the back of his head?
This is the man who likes to watch.
19.
19. Looking in the mirror and trying to get an angle, you are able to, with like just sort of moving your head a bit, get an angle like just over your shoulders, and you can just see this guy.
Okay, and he tries as hard as possible to ignore this man. Extremely intense gaze.
Oh god.
So that continues for a couple minutes until the barber gives you a solid pat on the shoulders. Says, well, there's the hair done for you, and sort of motions towards the mirror. And looking at your hair, it looks slightly different. He took like a little bit more off the sides than he did anywhere else. There's just a little bit of extra volume on the top, but more or less it still resembles what you had previous, just maybe about like half an inch to an inch shorter in places. Well, what can we do for the beard? So we got the color, but is there any style, any shaping, just make it shorter?
Yeah, could you,
I just don't have Ben right now.
Oh no.
And so I'm hoping maybe you can give us a recap on what happened last episode, because we didn't do that yet.
Oh, of
I
course.
want to do a recap while I fix this camera.
So while we figure out the camera shebang, a little recap of last episode. What happened is we had the party, where did we start last episode? We started the party coming out into the High District. From the Mid District, they just passed through Fontaine's Tunnel, entering into the district itself. Became a bit of a shopping episode with our friends Rex and Ludi hanging out inside this small building that acted as the front to this tunnel, checking out the two old women who are acting as these sort of actresses, pretending to just be having normal conversation, just to give the front of this actual secret entrance through the various districts just a little bit of a cover, so no one really suspects anything with two sweet old ladies. So while the two of them and Abby along with them sat and attempted to converse with these old women, we then had Isla and Jade head off, do a little bit of reconnaissance, a little bit of adventuring around, look for some clothes, some things to help disguise the party, and a little bit of food as well, some things from a bakery or something of that like. And so they headed off and found their way to a bakery known as the Crescent. And at the Crescent, they found some pretty nice sweets. They got a series of cookies made, both these like cinnamon and chocolate chip cookies. And then in addition, Jade purchased a bacon and maple cookie.
Oh.
Or not, no,
So
donut.
There's
It was
a
a bacon
sweet
donut.
potato in it?
No, there wasn't sweet potato. He suggested that they do sweet
Oh.
potato next time. They were also introduced to the Crescent's chef, Harold, who's a little bit of a daft individual, but with a passion for baking. After their interaction at the Crescent, they then headed off looking for a place to buy clothes, and they found some pretty nice ones at a spot sort of come together to create. After that, they then headed back to the rest of the party, brought these clothes to them, got everyone nice and set up for their adventure through the rest of the High District, kind of keep a low profile. Abby was able to do a little bit of reconnaissance through a pigeon, just checking things out, watching the world below them. After that, they then headed to the Baron and Bernard, the tap house where the party has a room set up where they can stay during the events of this heist that are to unfold in the next couple of days. At the Baron and Bernard, Ludi had a bit of a freak out, seeming to recognize some people and having a bit of a hard time. But after going up to their room and being consoled a bit with by Rex, they were able to
Okay, it's back.
Nice. So we ended last session with the party heading out to go to this barber shop with Abby.
Yes.
Do we know what is going on with the camera? Should we continue despite? Pigeon
I have
vision.
an answer for you right now.
Okay. Well, in the meantime,
Hey, what's going on with Jade? We can see him.
well, Jade is sitting on the sofa. Old man
leaned against the door,
leaned against the door.
or like beside the door, trying to contain my laughter as I see him. I am
he's
assuming putting dye in. Is that
Oh,
happening yet?
he is now. So you're watching this barber, and the dye isn't so much like the paste that sort of we use for dyeing. It's more like this powder that just gets like filled into the beard, and he's like massaging it into the hairs of the beard itself, like a little bit of tugging at Abby's beard, just getting everything all nice and pressed in. And you can start to see this like deep blue tone begin to fill out the bottom of Abby's face.
I am sweating almost, trying to contain my laughter as as I see this blue get into his beard, and knowing that it's like a long-lasting dye. I'm just.
It is a quite long-lasting dye, and with the dyeing of the beard, this gentleman to your right, sitting on the love seat, watching Abby, seems to just have his interest.
Guys.
Hold on, I've got you. Just give me like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Why? What's
I think we're off.
telling me this?
Well, just got it back.
Oh, good.
Who's that? That's Judy.
Speed Force is Joseph.
Really?
He's caught up. Yeah, he's watched it all and caught up.
That's
oh my
awesome.
god!
That's awesome.
Because he mentioned the pigeon vision.
Pigeon
Oh,
vision.
that's
why
why
he's
you
so
said that.
That's right.
We are
Oh,
back in business.
Back in business?
Yes.
Awesome. Well,
Oh, we're here? Oh, hi!
thanks to our miraculous Emily, we were able to get everything back and up and running. Good job, Em.
Emily is a nat 20.
Emily is a nat 20.
She can't roll.
Yeah.
though.
She can't roll.
your like real life average is so high though.
Roll for text,
That's why you
natural
roll
20.
so bad.
Guys, I'm sweet.
Oh my goodness. Well, back in the barber shop. So, Abby, how would you
Yeah.
like the, would you like it, styled anyway? Just the dye? sort of like halfway through, like pulling his hands through your beard. Like, you're beginning to see, like, glancing downwards, you can just see like the blue begin to emanate from your chin.
No, I'm loving this blue. So
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I don't know. Yeah, is there any way you can shape it to, like, I don't know, complement it, especially for like a nice, like a blue navy a captain's suit?
Compliment them. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think I can.
Okay.
And after a few more minutes of like holding your beard between his hands and sort of doing like one of these and like watching, going okay, and begins to just sort of like press this powder into your beard, covering his hands with more. But it's almost like a chalk that he's just filling your beard with this, this like deep blue chalk. And after a couple minutes, gets it blue enough to his liking. You can see it's like this deep navy blue beard that you've got going on right now. As well, let's make a little bit more. Professional, maybe.
Yeah.
And takes out another pair of scissors. These ones almost look like shears. They're like quite a bit stronger of scissors, mostly for taking on beards and the like. And a few moments pass as he's cutting away at the beard. You see like blue hair falling, the little steampunk Roomba going about and collecting the fallen hair. And after a few moments of him in front of you, you can't really see yourself in the mirror as this gentleman is right in front of you working on your beard. But a few more moments pass, and he backs up, and you can see yourself in the mirror. And you look and see you have this softly rounded beard. It's quite a bit shorter. It's now more just around here. And you can just see it sort of like flares out nicely from your chin.
Yeah.
Do you have a mustache, or was it just the beard?
He has the mustache.
You have the mustache? So he has also sort of like combed out the mustache. It's now like this like very thick, prominent mustache in your face, sort of thinned out the beard around it to really make it stand out quite a bit. All this deep navy blue.
Yeah.
Is that...
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do great jobs here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that's all great. Thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We'll just go see my friend at the counter there. Turns around. Would you like a change haircut for yourself?
I think I'm good.
Wonderful.
Oh no.
Jeremy, you really gotta leave at some point. The old guy just kind of sort of like looks down at his hands. But yeah, it's like I just go to the counter.
Yeah. Okay. Goes, pays.
Okay.
Tips a little bit.
Is it done?
Hmm?
He's finished?
He is finished. He now has this glorious blue beard and mustache combo. And
So-
paying your gold and a half or gold and five silver,
Yep.
you are squared away.
So for the last few minutes, while this man was making Abby uncomfortable watching him get his hair cut, Isla's been sitting on the couch next to him, like this, watching him.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do in the barber shop?
Good. Good to go.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up?
You look amazing.
Thanks. I feel amazing.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm just glad I could make you happy, Jane.
Oh, good thing we didn't try to get him to put a boat in his beard.
Yeah.
That's not too late.
That's fucking weird,
This
guys.
is suave.
I'm not doing
That
it.
is weird. That's not the
Yeah.
only thing.
Alright.
Hey.
Yeah, you know what else is weird? What are we gonna do about those boys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice to forget for a moment.
Yeah. Oh
Is
no.
the Ethernet attached?
No, it's not. Because I need to put the plug in.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're saying you were continuing out.
Yeah. So I don't know. Can we trust them not to? I don't know. Go ballistic and fuck up the entire job.
We can't trust
Get
them
us
to do that.
arrested. Yeah.
I just think we need to come up with a strategy for when they do fuck up that we're okay.
Yeah.
If they fuck up. Let's just hope they don't.
Yeah, I guess we don't have many options at this point.
They're
Well-
probably going to, though.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you think?
I'm just a little concerned. I mean, he went like he was in a different place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got like giddy. Maybe they just took drugs.
Why would, if they're taking drugs in the middle of the day when we need to do errands and shit, what is going to stop them while we're doing a job? There's a time and a place,
We're
right?
gonna stop them. We gotta take their drugs. I'm good at stealing.
I don't think that'll make them very happy.
Yeah.
And I think,
Well, I think it'll make us alive, which we wouldn't be if
I
they
don't
screwed up
know.
the job.
that they're kind of hell-bent. I think if we took their drugs, we might end up with somebody dead. I'm not saying it's us, might be them, but they'll definitely get angry.
Yeah.
You think they got high?
I don't think they got high.
They got high.
I'm just like towel.
That did, I don't know. It didn't look like Rudy was on drugs. He just looked.
He's just unstable.
Like a lunatic.
He's always unstable. Have you talked to him?
Yeah.
He's a child. He gets angry and acts out. It's not a surprise he did what he did.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm not sure what we do about it if we can't steal their drugs.
You know what, Lila? If you can steal their drugs and get away with it, power to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to give you any ideas.
I don't need your ideas. I have many of my own.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, they all seem like gold star, top tier ideas too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They do.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Like that one.
Thanks. Yeah, this was great.
That was
yeah.
a great idea.
That was an awesome idea, guys.
Mhm.
No regrets.
Looks so good.
As you guys are
It does.
walking through the
Yeah, it
through the
does.
gloaming commons, heading back towards, I assume heading back towards the Baron and Bernard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
before we go back, I feel like we do need to come up with some sort of plan for if something,
Yeah.
if they do get all fucky again.
I don't know. Do we want to talk to him about it when we get back?
They
Or
don't really seem like the sharing kind.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but
I think plan first, talk later.
okay.
Okay, plan the
Yeah.
one. I steal their drugs.
I'd say that's plan 6.
That's plan 6.
yeah.
So if we have 5 plans that don't work, that's the
Plan
plan
six.
that you take, okay?
Steal their
Okay.
drugs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So let's come up with
Plan
plan 1.
five.
No.
Let's start with plan 1.
What I think, yeah.
If on the mission they do something that gets us all screwed over, how do we protect ourselves?
I don't know. Maybe we just have to fuck off.
And just
Right.
leave them?
Yeah.
Do we continue with the mission if they do something?
Ugh. I don't know.
Well, just because some people are compromised doesn't mean everyone's compromised. But
Exactly.
also we gotta look out for them,
Do we?
don't we?
Would they look out for us?
Yeah.
I don't think they would. I think they're in it for themselves. And I'm not going to cover their ass if they're not willing to cover mine.
Yeah. I kind of agree with Jade. What?
You're the one who wants to steal their drugs.
I
Yeah.
don't want to steal their drugs. I don't want to leave them to die in the high district.
Do you want to die with them?
No.
That's all I'm saying. Of course, if we can protect them and they're in a danger because of the mission, because that's what happens, that's understandable. But if they fuck up, I'm not risking my life for them.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's plan number 5 then? Okay, hold on. What are we planning for when we get to the party, or are we planning for when we go back to the hotel?
I'm just saying,
Just
I'm
wanna
just
be-
trying. All
Yeah.
I'm saying is if they fuck up and they screw us over, I'm leaving.
Okay, well, let's say they screwed up and they screw us over, and then you're leaving. What about Abby and me?
Well,
Are you leaving with us or are you leaving without us?
I'm leaving with you.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys have done anything wrong. I have nothing against you.
I don't know.
I mean, if you went in that party and you said, "Oh, I'm here to steal the thing," I'm gonna pretend I don't know you.
Why would I say that?
You wouldn't, and that's why I'm.
Oh no. What if we just?
Maybe. Okay, so let's say he wasn't high. He's quite troubled.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we have to figure. I don't want to get it to the point where we have to bail on him, right?
Me neither.
So
Preventative measures.
yeah, we gotta just, I don't know, we gotta ask him how we can stop that from happening.
So maybe we do just ask them.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it happens all the time. Maybe he has like triggers. Like,
Yeah.
maybe it was the cookies.
But if we know, yeah. But if we know it's the cookies,
And we don't
Then-
buy cookies.
yeah, and
Or we
then
get them from a
when we're
different
in
place.
the party, we can just be like, "Hey, Ludi, no cookies for you."
Right.
Slap him out of his hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
No cookies.
Okay, I need to
Yeah.
write this down.
What do you think, Jade?
Plan number 6, steal drugs. Plan number 1, no cookies.
I think we should go back.
Yeah. Hopefully they've calmed down.
Okay,
I mean, they're gonna calm down when they see this shit.
they really
It's
are.
gorgeous. Let's go in, boys.
Speaking of that gorgeous shit, you've noticed out of the corner of your eyes, you guys are talking. There's been a couple groups of people that have passed and sort of done a bit of a double take at the beard. Don't know if it's for good or for bad, but people are noticing that beard.
This was ill-advised.
All right, so you guys head back into the Baron and Bernard.
Yep.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm at the bar currently,
Okay.
with a whiskey on the rocks.
Whiskey on the rocks.
Paradise.
Well, let me ask you right now.
Or an equivalent drink.
So the whiskey that you are having, if you wanted a whiskey,
I want
Whi-
whiskey.
want whiskey? Okay, so it's the Buxom Baron.
Oh! I'll drink it.
Okay. So sitting there with the Buxom Baron. Is Ludi there with you? Ludi, are you up in the room?
Down with Rex.
Down with Rex? Are you having anything to drink?
Yeah, do they have any nice IPAs?
They don't have any IPAs. They do have a pale ale from Below the Hills Brewers. And they also have a sour from the same brewery.
Oh.
Is it an Indian pale ale?
It is not, because India doesn't exist in this world.
So there's no such thing as IPAs.
There's no such thing as an IPA.
I'm having the sour.
Having the sour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about it. IPA doesn't exist. That's crazy.
It's
Yeah.
just
There's
a
no
PA.
India.
So there's just PAs. Is what
There's
you're
just
getting at.
PA.
Amiria Pale Ale.
PAs are some of the
APA.
best people out there. They'll help you out.
How can I drink them?
Can I drink my
Oh,
personal
God.
assistant?
That's
Production assistant.
What's production assistant?
Oh.
They're the nice ones. Okay. Didn't.
Yeah,
As
we barge in.
I kind of like how I drink is I'm sitting there with like one hand on the. Are they like backed seats or are they just stools at the bar?
They are backed seats.
I have like one arm on the back of Ludi's seat and I have my cup and I'm holding it like this, and I'm just like sticking my tongue in to like,
You
and it
fuck.
and it just like soaks into the tongue until the tongue is like saturated, and then and then I like let it fall down my throat, and then I just let my tongue sit in the glass again.
Okay.
Not quickly, it's actually rather subtle.
So Rex like slow dog drinking this this liquor from.
Cool as a cucumber in my Vladimir costume.
Okay, so you're in costume.
Yep.
So those of you coming in, what is your guys' passive perceptions?
13.
Oh, passive perception.
Me too.
Do I have to say?
You do.
It's 8.
8.
Really?
What?
You don't see shit,
Whoa,
bro.
wow.
He's got bad eyesight.
It's because he's so short.
There's nothing
Well,
to do
with
with my height.
13 is enough for you guys to notice the shapes of Ludi and Rex sitting at the bar.
Where are they?
No, they're grow taller.
Nice.
And,
Sorry.
like they're over there.
Sorry.
You have something?
That's not very nice. You can't
Yeah.
just tell people to
Actually, yeah, that was rude of me. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You dyed your beard blue.
Yeah, that's dope. I don't know what you're talking about.
I love it.
I love it too.
I love it as well. I don't think I've loved anything as much for a long time.
Okay. If it looks into your eyes, do you love it?
Make an insight check.
Ooh, 8.
You can't tell.
Does he love it? Does he not love it? Find out next time.
No.
All right. Let's go say hi.
No! Okay. So you guys approach?
Are we gonna be subtle about this, or are we just gonna come right out the gate?
Oh, maybe let's not talk. Let's not talk about it in the bar. You might want to go
Oh,
upstairs
okay.
first. Yeah.
Okay. I walk up to Ludi and Rex and go, "Hello.
I turn around,
Hello.
but my eyes are crossed.
Maybe we should go upstairs."
Rex?
Oh, sorry. I've had half of a drink. I start to get a little, Only kidding. To talk?
Uh-huh.
Would you wait for me to finish my drink?
Well, it depends. It looks like it's taking you a really long time to sip on it that way.
How was you ever know that? Oh, was it because you were here when I described how I was doing? Fine. I shoot it back, like right down my throat to the spot where it produces the acid in my, and then it just kind of, and yeah, like a little cloud, kind of as I exhale.
You're gizzard.
Yeah.
Aw.
In my gizzards.
Hot.
And then I'll get up and gesture.
Okay. Woo!
Okay, so you guys head up to your room?
Yeah.
Is really no one's gonna say anything about Abby's magnificent beard?
I haven't looked at Abby until now. Oh!
Is it blue or black?
It's blue.
It's clearly blue.
Oh, it's a dark navy blue. Is it?
Abby.
It's a dark
Yeah.
navy blue.
It's a dark navy blue. I'm putting. Let's say it's off of black.
Why in the whole world would you dye your beard blue? Why would you do such a thing? That is idiotic.
About that, it's beautiful.
Cool as hell.
No, it's not cool.
It's great.
You look like a clown.
Hey Jade, do you have something to say right now?
I love it.
I'm glad that somebody does because
Yeah.
nobody else
No.
in the whole wide
I
world.
really do. I think he looks
3 out of
pretty.
4 people here, actually 4 out of the 5 people here seem
Yeah.
to like it. Rudy,
Oh, I think it's magnificent.
see?
And it's very, very. I would imagine that eccentric people that are guests at parties.
Here's the best part, Rex. It's gonna be around for a couple of weeks.
He could shave it,
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Oh no!
Look at
but
it.
I wonder if your skin is dyed blue underneath.
Oh, I can just cut it off. It's fine.
Just this blue shin.
Oh, I hope it isn't.
Oh my god.
But vinegar works great with
Yeah, I'm sure.
We are not trying to get rid of it. He looks fantastic.
just as an option for later.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right
Yeah.
now.
I think it's
Yeah,
great for the
if
party.
we need to make a quick escape and the blue beard is a liability because it's so fucking cool, then I'll shave it off. Up until that point, stays on.
I walk away with my head down, clutching my temples towards the room, whispering to myself, and I'm the one who hears voices in my head that I'm the sane one. Moving up the
Wait.
stairs.
I come up behind you and I slip my hand into yours as we go up the stairs.
Did you
Okay,
guys?
okay.
Did you guys just hear what? Did you just hear what Rex said?
No.
I probably didn't. Can I do a check?
Sure, give me a perception check.
Oh.
Oh.
Ow.
Ooh! 14!
14? You don't.
Oh, actually, then I probably didn't either.
Hey, make the check.
Yeah.
Make the check.
Okay.
You don't make the
No,
check.
that's a 12.
Well, nope. Can't hear. Couldn't
Never
hear it.
mind.
Rewind.
Didn't happen.
I follow, yeah.
Did you what Rex said? Because I didn't.
He's always mumbling.
He's always mumbling to himself. Alright, so you guys head back up to your room. Room 011.
Oh, yeah.
And coming in, there's still the 5 beds in this sort of semicircular area where the beds are. It's the bathroom to your right-hand side as you enter the room. I believe 2 of the beds have been claimed. 2 on the left-hand most side.
Yeah.
And what would you guys like to do?
Can you press it?
I get there first with Ludi.
Oh, no.
I use my key,
Press
the key,
The key.
and I open the door.
Just one key.
Okay.
I'll go in there and I'll sit down on a bed. Wait,
Okay.
which ones were claimed?
Believe the
Farthest one is claimed. That's the one.
Furthest one on the
my-
left?
My bag.
And then the
my-
second
My
furthest
clothes
one.
are on the corner of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take closest to the door.
Okay. So that's furthest on the right.
I think we share a bed. Are they too tiny to share?
We'll pull one next to.
Okay, yeah, we put.
I won't do that
Lift
now.
it.
I will not try to do that now.
Okay, I sit down on the bed with you.
I'll sit and wait for people to enter.
I enter.
Yeah.
Lantern.
I go and lean against the wall, arms crossed, and I'm just looking at you.
Got my cane on my lap. Kind of with like a
I-
smug, docile look on my face.
I come to stand or sit next to these 2, and I want to face them very clear, almost like it's a bit of an intervention.
Get the door, Abby.
Yeah. Abby walks in, closes the door. Are you standing next to the door?
I'm standing. I'm like leaned against the wall next to the door.
Okay. When Abby closes the door, he leans next to Jade at the door.
Okay.
So we're on a mission.
Before we say anything, I need to tell the 3 of you, as I've already told Ludi, that you all look amazing today. And that's important for a couple of reasons. You deserve the clothes that you're wearing. Okay? Some may say,
I put my arm around you as you talk.
some may say, or question even, where you got them from, why you're wearing such clothing, why you
We
are.
all changed.
Yeah, we all changed.
We're all wearing our clothes.
That's okay.
Okay.
Why you are the color that you are, why you are the size that you are. But no matter what, you deserve to be who you are, and wear the clothes that you're wearing.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's really nice, Rex. Thanks.
You have questions for me and Ludi?
We're concerned about your well-being. I have
And
a
our
couple-
own.
I'm just jumping in with number 6. Were you high yesterday? Today? This morning? An hour ago?
No. No, I definitely come off of it by then.
Oh. Were you?
Isla, I don't think they were high, but something did happen, and we just want to make sure that when we're on the mission, nothing like that's going to happen, because that puts all of our lives in danger, and that's not fair.
So we were just wondering, what happened and what we could do to stop that. When we were in like a big gala full of fancy, powerful people.
That's what we're doing in a couple days.
On the 20th.
Yeah.
Well, I do not know what happened. So I suggest you cast your gaze elsewhere.
I promise we'll be fine at the gala. I promise I'll be fine at the gala.
Something were to happen, what do you think's a fair thing for us to do?
Wait a second. What do you mean by something?
When I say something, I mean something revolving around your own
Understood.
personal matters. Of course, if something goes wrong, that's bound to go wrong. We deal with it accordingly.
Are you trying to put us in a different bubble than the bubble we are all in together?
I'm trying to put personal matters aside, and some people might not be willing to do that.
Oh yes, I am also all for putting personal matters aside.
Great,
If Ludi were to do something that jeopardizes the party, I say we kick him out and kill him.
great. You said it.
Same goes for you.
Sure.
Personally, I'm a bit afraid of you.
Yeah, you don't even want to try.
Although, I don't think we need to kill him. That's a bit
I'm
harsh.
sorry. I just need to back up here for a second. Did you just say that if Ludi were to do something to jeopardize the party, you would want to kick him out and kill him?
You said that.
I never said that I wanted to.
But you would.
Yeah.
Are you not in a, like, loving relationship?
Ludi knows it's what's right.
Ludi, if Rex were to do something to jeopardize the party, would you kick him out and kill him? No. Just saying.
What are you saying?
I don't understand you two.
Likewise. If we're to put emotions aside, personal matters, then let's do it and work. If you're afraid of him yelling, then tell him to shut up. If you're afraid of me,
Then? Well, I'm not.
All right. So I feel like we understand each other. I gotta.
I think I understand
I
everyone
think
else.
we really grew as a group.
I think
A
we've
group right now.
receded actually.
Yeah. Just trying to put a positive spin on it. Thanks, Rex.
I am, for one, am very confused right now.
Me too.
Should I stand?
Did you message me that, or did you actually whisper that out loud?
What did you actually say though?
She whispered, "Should I steal the drugs?"
Wow.
That was directed at Abby, and I'm imagining I'm standing right next
Yeah.
to you guys, right?
What the fuck?
What plane are we
One.
on?
We're talking.
Oh God. No cookies.
Oh my god.
I, for one, would like to say I, for one, would like to say I'm sorry about the cookies. I didn't know.
Is there anything else you're sorry for?
Us?
I'm not sorry for a lot of things. I'm sorry about the cookies.
Is there something you think we should be?
No. Just wondering if you have anything you'd want to spill before I spill, or Ludi spills.
I'm sorry that you're sad. But I don't feel responsible for it, except for the cookies.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I've taken responsibility for those already. But I only did that because I thought you were sad.
No, the cookies were great. The cookies were fine.
Cookies.
Yeah.
They were bad. Well, yeah. I'm sorry, that you feel uncomfortable by what happened in the streets. I share that. But there's a certain way that we must conduct ourselves professionally, putting emotions aside. And I look at you, Ludi. I do not want to kill you. And I know you don't want to kill me, so we won't. But it is the principle of if you betray somebody, then there's repercussions for that. I believe that having such repercussions deters such behavior. So naturally, you will not do the thing that you aren't supposed to do, because what will happen after is detrimental. Do you see where I'm going?
No. A little. What is the thing that I would do that's detrimental? Like if I screamed?
And I'm also just caught up on the fact that you said betray. Do you think that Ludi betrayed us outside?
Didn't do us a service,
But betrayal's a much different thing.
then putting each other at risk.
Yeah,
It is.
it's an intention thing. I don't want someone to put me at risk, but I'm not gonna kill them for it.
I didn't intend any harm.
I know.
Yeah.
And, well, you guys can decide if you want me to stay, or if you want me to stay for the mission and then go after that. I'll do whatever you guys decide.
Do you feel like you're gonna be ready and okay to do this mission?
I think so.
Is there anything we can do to help you?
No.
Ludi, if you think so, then I think so.
Thank you. Is there anybody else? Would anybody like me to leave?
No, we need you.
Okay. Well. Should we go see a woman about some guns?
I need not guns, but I will come.
Don't we all need weapons?
Yeah.
Not I.
Me neither.
I mean, I'm pretty useless without weapons, so I'd like to go.
Yes,
I'm not. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think we're saying you guys should get fucked or anything.
I will come.
I'll
Yeah.
join.
I don't know how many bullets I have left in my Derringer. I don't think I actually recorded any, but I like at the start of the campaign.
believe you started with 10.
Okay, and I think I've shot it 3 times.
Yeah.
From what I can recall. Okay, so I'll make a note somewhere that I have 7 out of 10. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you guys gonna head out to go visit Beatrice Bellstop?
I think so.
Or
I would like to do that.
Yep, I said I would follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go.
okay.
I'm coming.
All right, so you guys head out down the stairs of the Baron and Bernard, heading out into the street. The Baron and Bernard now is kind of a little bit quieter, as it's now about like 3 p.m. Not quite prime time for people to be down at the bar. Most people either in their rooms or somewhere out on the streets. But you guys come out and giving a quick look at the small, roughly sketched map that Silence gave you about where these certain points of interest are amidst the High District. You see that Beatrice Bellstop's home is only about 4 or 5 blocks to your west.
Great.
You guys go as the whole group? Do you guys
I think we're all
wake
sure.
up?
I go along, yeah.
Okay.
Can I also just say that, like, when we were leaving, I waited till Ludi passed, and I walked beside him, and I just patted you on, like, your lower back. Like, just kind of like one solo pat, and then I walked alongside you. Just as something I wanted to do, but
Sounds
moved
good.
on.
That's sweet.
Can definitely do that.
It was like a...
Just like 1d4 damage. So you guys,
Alright, that's a 4, yeah.
so you guys head out. It's a little bit of a short walk, but now with you all, I believe none of you changed out of your costumes.
No, we did.
Us three did
before.
before the bar.
You 3 did.
Yeah.
So the 2 of you still in your
Pinstripe suit.
pinstripe suit and in your golden paisley clothes. You guys head down the street. You guys pull the looks of a few people on the street, as the 2 of you especially not quite in the same class of wear as the others around, sort of watch you, but seeing the build of Abby and the size of Jade, they sort of shrug it off a bit, sort of making their own preconceived notions about what the various status dynamics are in your group.
You guys are in like the fancy coats we bought, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new fancy coats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're not quite as...
Not
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
as fancy as the
try
3 of
to
you. So heading down the street takes a little bit of time. You pass by a patrol of 2 overseers coming down the opposite side of the street and sort of watching them as they go. Don't seem to pay any mind to you.
Are they saying anything?
They don't appear to be. They're just sort of walking, just watching
Okay.
the street. But you guys safely arrive at Beatrice Bellstop's home. It's a mid-sized house in the High District. It's got its own private little yard in front, and standing in front of the building itself is a pretty rough wrought iron fence with a little bit of a latched gate at the front. So coming up and popping the latch and quite a bit of groan from the hinges themselves. You guys head up towards the front door, which is this large oaken door, big metal knocker on it, and also appears to be a small buzzer on the left-hand side of the door. Do you take the knocker, or do you just...
The knocker.
Knocker? Okay. So there's a few pounds, and you hear the sound of something drop inside. You hear something hit the ground, hit the floor inside, and this...
Everybody hit the deck. And I duck.
I'll instinctively crouch.
I'm standing there, and you go down.
You
and
go
I,
down to
like,
about his face height. I didn't know. And you hear some feet patter up to the door, and in the 2 of yours crouched state and Jade's just normal state, looking towards the door, you see this slat pull open at about Jade eye height. And you see these 2 green eyes just look through the slot. What can I do for you?
Hello. Are you Beatrice?
Yeah.
Could we come in?
Still haven't answered my question.
Oh, my name's Ala. I think we have a mutual friend who said you could help us.
Little slat closes shut. There's a moment of silence.
I reach up.
And you hear of a large latch being released, and the door. And you see Beatrice, sort of her short height. She's holding a door handle at her height. This like massive door. It's maybe about like the bottom quarter of the door.
That's really cool.
Has this handle on it, and she pulls it aside. Well, Come on in.
Thank you.
And she, opening the door, motions you towards the right, and you can see this quite nice sitting room, windows that look out onto the street itself. A little bit slightly fogged and tinted, these windows, but what still remains of the midday sun sort of pouring through, giving it just this like dull, almost like a gray light to the room itself. Right this way. And as you all file into the building, she closes the door, and you hear again this large latch close shut.
Well, I'd assume you're here to talk about getting some things into the Caldwells, was it? But you're,
Exactly.
I take it your employer told me. Well, I can definitely do that for you. Have a number of maids and butlers that work for other people, but also work for me. How much would you like smuggled in? What are we talking about here? Are we talking a couple guns? Are we talking armor? What is the general plan? You can get just about anything you want inside that building.
You can smuggle in armor.
Yeah, it's actually, I find easier to smuggle that in versus weaponry. People aren't usually looking for it.
Huh.
Well, I would like a gun and some daggers.
All right. Well, do you happen to have them on you? I'm not.
Yeah.
I hope you all understood that I'm not buying you equipment.
Well,
Not exactly, no.
from what I honestly assumed that you would provide us with some pretty cool weapons.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a real haul today, actually.
Yeah.
Well, that would not be a great business for myself.
I do have this
no.
this gun that I would like to have access to when we're there.
I could
Right?
put that up my.
Move her hand.
Do you-
Fix it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's easy enough.
Pops it down. There's like a small coffee table in the center of this seating room, and she's just sort of standing, watching you guys. Takes his gun, pops it down on the coffee table.
Anything else? Is
Okay,
this just
but-
it?
If
Pretty
I
easy
give
job.
If I give you my daggers now, what happens if I need them before the job?
Well, you'll have to find something else.
Are we gonna get into any fights before we go?
Why don't we just lie low
We
and
are a
not go?
very rambunctious group.
It is true.
Well, we could avoid fights.
We can always just hang out in the hotel for a couple of days, eat some nice food, have some drinks, get to
True.
know each other, or maybe not.
Yeah. Do we have anything to do other than hurry and get some blueprints?
We could talk to the actor if he is to maybe provide the distraction. I wouldn't mind saying hello to him. But I like the idea of getting to know each other.
Maybe we can.
But this is really no conversation for Beatrice to have to be subjected to. Question for you, Beatrice.
Yes.
I have this, and I unbutton a few buttons, and
A few shirts. You have like 4 shirts.
underneath my one, I have a chain turtleneck that the shirt's over. Is this incognito enough, do you think?
Yeah, that's doable.
Do you think I should not wear under? Because they will feel and see, oh, I have this on me. I think that I could probably put it as part of my character. What do you lot think? If I were to say that I am a, high-ranking person and I need the protection?
Sure, you can say you've had multiple assassination attempts,
You're right.
and Dragonborn's got to be prepared.
That checks out, doesn't it?
And that also makes you more eccentric.
So you're saying it's believable?
I think so. Yes, I think it's believable.
Well, then I'm not sure we need to smuggle this. You don't wear armor.
I don't need armor. I do. Could you smuggle? Would this be too much of a problem? And he pulls out his big axe.
Popping it down on the coffee table, she sort of takes a look at it.
No, that's doable.
Sweet.
How do we access our equipment when we're access. Did I say it funny?
No, Ben just pulled out an axe.
Oh, how do we access our equipment when we're in the Caldwells?
Well, my people will smuggle it into the building. You just need to find your way to the servants' quarters. Easy enough.
Do all the servants that work for the Caldwells at the Caldwells, are they all employed by you?
No.
Just a few.
10 or 12?
Do you have connections throughout the High District?
Yes. So my job.
You put that on your
Wait.
tax returns at the end of the year too. You're like, yeah, I
like that
smuggled
one.
shit.
He's tall and funny.
Thanks.
And blue.
What's a tax return?
What exactly is your job?
Well, precisely the reason you're here, to get things in and out of various homes that people would like not to have their names linked to.
Okay.
Do you usually smuggle in for people who live in these homes? Like things that they don't want people knowing that they want?
Often not, because that's usually will let them know that someone in their employment is under my employment. But I have been known to move things back and forth between homes without people knowing.
What's your name again? Beverly, was it? Bernice.
Beatrice.
Beatrice. Sorry. I think we're gonna leave. Oh, but we'll come back. Is that okay? If we come back, like tomorrow. Just that we have a couple days, right? Before the party.
Yes.
Yes.
We have the rest of today and tomorrow.
Right. And so maybe we come back tomorrow evening to give you our stuff, because I don't know that I really want to go without my daggers.
I will need 6 hours to get items into the building.
Oh. Well, a lot can happen in 6 hours. But a lot more can happen in 2 days, so we'll come back 6 hours before the party.
Or maybe we come back like 10 hours before the party, just to
Yeah.
be safe.
But more can happen in 10 hours than can happen in 6.
Yeah.
Wait, sure, 10 hours.
I think 10 hours before the party, we should be like
Sleep.
laying low, resting up for the job, like locked in our room.
What are you saying, Abby? Do you think we should leave our weapons here now?
I think we should leave them 10 hours before the party.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think it's a good idea.
let's go.
Sounds great.
So like night before,
Not before.
we
Not
come back
tomorrow.
on the night, tomorrow night.
We come back tomorrow evening, yeah?
Oh.
You'll be here?
Yeah.
Beatrice.
Are you there, Beatrice?
Well, I'm just not a fan of people coming into my home and disrespecting me.
Did we disrespect you?
Especially when what I'm doing isn't out of the goodness of my own heart. You all owe me if you want things into the house.
Right.
But we owe you?
Yes.
I thought it was paid. Isn't it supposed to be covered?
I don't know. Silence may have done us dirty a little bit. No, but not as
Bastard.
not as badly as dirty as we're doing you now. This is simply just a misunderstanding. I
Yeah.
thought that you were going to equip us with sick loot.
I
When
thought it was gonna be free.
Yeah, I also thought that. I love free things, but I also love loot. Do you know where to find the firearms in the High District?
You don't come here much, do you?
Zero.
In the High District, firearms aren't as sought after as in the lower districts. Don't need to protect yourself as much when you have the entirety of the city making sure you're safe. When no one here is really looking to put a bullet in your back because they are a couple words. Finding weapons here isn't necessarily an easy thing to do. There's a few collectible shops where you can find paperweights and the like.
Like little boats?
Very few that actually work.
I see. Not that I'm in need. Of course, I did my planning. Just wondering for those who didn't. Do you not need gun?
No, I have a gun.
Oh, you've gun. I did not know.
So, are we continuing our business or are you going to leave?
We leave. See you tomorrow night.
Sorry.
Sorry.
And you guys begin to leave the house. You hear from behind you.
Wait. If you want me to scratch your back, you need to scratch mine.
Here. And she reaches into a small pocket on the inside of her coat and pulls out a small envelope. And
Small back scratcher.
small back pulls it out and sort of motions the envelope towards the group.
Just need this delivered to the Soderberg Inn and Pub.
Soderberg.
Remember that?
You got it. I take the letter.
Make sure Zaya gets it.
Is that?
Do I know where the Soderberg Inn and Pub is from here?
Yes, you do. It is a decent ways. It's on like the far western side of the High District.
I'm missing my D20.
You so are.
Wow.
Oh no.
Maybe it fell out of my bag. I'm gonna have to borrow a D20 tonight from
Oh, yeah.
somebody. Oh, I love this color.
Yeah. It's
That'll be my special
one shell though.
roll. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys want to go to the Soderberg Inn and Pub right away, or?
Are we ever for a place?
Oh, I assumed we were. I wouldn't have said that in front of Beatrice.
Well, depends. Do you guys?
Should we leave?
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, Beatrice. Again. Bye.
As you guys all head out, so you hear the door behind you.
Would you guys like to go right away? Get it over with?
I wonder who Zaya is. I wonder what's in this letter.
I know, me too, but
We
something
could,
tells me that it'll look bad if we open it.
I can always mend it.
Oh, no
Let's-
way, can you?
Get
Guys,
away from
let's
my
not
house.
press our luck.
I'm very
Let's-
quietly, I said that.
I'm very quietly.
Okay. I say why not?
I slip it into my backpack.
As we walk away, yeah.
Oh, actually, I guess, Kale, is there... My backpack does not match this outfit in any way whatsoever. It can't fit under the outfit.
Thought you were having a humpback.
Alright, I'm gonna say retroactively I left my backpack in room 011.
Okay.
And I slip it into my pocket.
Okay, so it hangs out a bit. It is like a long envelope, so there's a little bit of the white of the envelope sticking out of your pocket, but it
As
fits.
we make our way away and like round a corner or something, I grab it from your pocket and just slide it out. I'm not trying to hide it or anything. And then I kind of do this with it.
I look at you and smile.
What do you guys say?
No.
And I start to rip a corner.
Wait, how well... Like, you can make it look like no one ever touched it.
Like it was never opened.
Wait a second. We don't even know what it could possibly have inside.
Yeah.
All the more reason to look.
It could be poison,
Yeah.
and we could inhale it and die.
Yeah.
That's a risk I'm willing to make.
Really, it is.
I won't die.
I'm just saying that it could have something in that was not worth it at all. And then the point is, you know, as just
Yeah.
what Abby's saying, it may
Yeah.
be detrimental.
Yeah.
Or it's so juicy, and it gives us some information we need.
What if it's a
What?
note and she, like, inside she says, I knew you'd open it.
Then whoopsie
And
doo,
then
we
it's
gotta
poison
smuggle our own
and we
stuff.
die.
I'll open it alone. How about that? I'll go away. No, I mean I'll just stand away from you. So if it's poison, I
Oh,
die.
go away.
I won't die. It's not poison. If you're so scared, do you guys want to go back to the hotel and rip it open? I'm just really curious.
I am too.
And the corner's already ripped a little bit. They're gonna know it was tampered with.
Then,
Well, I
then
could
mend that.
How about I'll do a test, man, to show you how well I'm good at it. And I'll
How well I'm good at it.
Fuck off! Why I speak bad. And I'll mend the corner of it to prove that I can make it look like it was never touched.
Okay, so a few seconds pass, and the corner just sort of like weaves
60 of
itself back together.
And then I open my little bag on my side. Just
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I want to know what's inside.
maybe we go back to our room first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do.
Okay, so you guys just head back to the Baron and Bernard, or you guys go to the Soderbergh
Soderbergh Inn and Tap House
Inn and Pub?
and Pub.
I think
Wait.
I think we're going to the Baron and Bernard. Yeah.
Yeah, so that we can read it.
Okay, so you guys make your way back towards the Baron and Bernard, heading the opposite way down the street, heading back to your tap house, and coming back, it's a pretty relaxed place. Again, not a whole lot of people, as it's now 3:15. Not a lot of people about the bar, but you do see J.M. Bernard standing there cleaning mugs with a small rag, just sort of watching. And as you guys come in, gives you a bit of a nod. You guys head up to your room.
Yep.
Okay, so head up to your room. Go to room 011. The lock slides open.
And I'm gonna like quickly walk in and like jump up on a bed. Say, come here.
Yeah, I'm also super excited. I like scurry up and then clamber onto the bed.
I really think it's my thing. I think where it says, "This is a test you failed."
I do that thing where you squeeze the side so the paper falls to the bottom.
It's not
a test. That would be so silly.
As you're doing that, you feel something heavy fall to the bottom of the envelope.
Do you want?
Can I feel it and try to figure out what it is?
Give me a perception check.
Fuck.
I really
Oh,
don't.
one, non-natural one.
Squeezing it, it feels circular. Like you're feeling it. It feels circular and it feels metallic. But it's
Yeah,
hard to
gold.
tell what it is.
I really don't think this is a very good idea.
What could go wrong?
Well, what if it's like something that catches your essence, and then she's gonna like somehow know that you're.
Are you talking about magic? How dare she?
Why?
We are doing a
How dare she?
We are doing a service by parsing out the information, and we will bring it to the overseers directly if there is magic inside.
Why would she care?
Yeah.
Because she wants to know if we're people she can do business with, right?
By no means are we. I don't think we are.
Yeah, but how are we gonna get our weapons into the gala?
There's other ways. Look, if it really needs to be, if we really cut a loose end here, I'll get all your weapons in there. That might be a bit too heavy. Okay, I'll get all your weapons in there.
You best be doing so.
Okay, Bluebeard. You best be doing so.
Oh my god.
That's good. That's so funny.
Okay, so do you open the envelope? See what's inside?
I wait for a second and look around at everyone to see how they look at me when I just to see how they're reacting.
Okay.
I have my whole fist clamped between my dragon jaw.
I think I might be offline there, sweetie.
I think we've been offline for a couple minutes. Thought it was just my phone, but I think I got a text from a friend saying we were totally offline.
Bastard.
Sure, me that work. I was trying to tell you, Kayla, anyway, I think this is about a time where we need to take a break.
Yeah, it's just about 9 o'clock.
It's also just about, I need to figure some stuff out with this.
Okay.
I'll do a little relax.
Is this Jackson's laptop?
No, it's
No.
fine.
Forward up. There's no feed. Chandra just said there's no feed.
Yeah.
Can you just sign off for a break, and then I'll figure it out while we're done?
But I can't sign it like we're Assuming that we are still online, we're going to take a break here for 15 minutes. We'll see you guys after the break. And we are back from break. Apologize for the slightly long break. We figured out some technical stuff and appears to all be going good. So we're going to pick things up right where they left off when we went on break with our friends here standing on the bed preparing to open this envelope.
Do you want a clean cut? Because I have this very, very sharp... Oh, no! Ah!
I really don't.
That's the one that they threw at the rope back in the chase. I forgot to get it.
It's okay. We don't need a great knife. I can just mend it back. As long as we don't crumple it.
Okay,
I don't
fair.
think we should do it at all.
Well, what is the worst that could happen?
We
Let's
die.
Oh, that's pretty bad. All right.
Rip it right
I
open?
ripped it right open.
Okay, so you rip it open and it just sort of like, as the air fills the envelope, it just sort of like opens in your hand. And you can see that there is a slip of paper and then something metallic at the bottom.
Does anyone have any gloves?
I've got mage hand. I'm gonna fish my hand in there,
Okay.
and I'm gonna feel for the metallic thing, and pinch it against the paper thing, and pull them both out.
I'm just wondering if Mage Hand has feeling. I'm not sure that it does.
Well, I don't even think
Yes,
the mage
I know
hand
when
would
he's
fit
picking
inside the
something
envelope, like to go down and pick up the metal thing.
The
I'm
ghost
assuming it's like a...
I've got the spell here. Spectral floating hand. Lasts for a duration. You can dismiss it. It vanishes. Action: control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container.
This is an open container.
This is an open container.
Or pour the contents out of a vial.
This is not a vial. You can't pour this one open. Nope, you try and pour it and the hand just goes... Yeah, and it explodes.
This is not a vial.
I will...
Okay, so the hand sneaks in and pulls out this small rectangular slip of paper that looks like it's been folded about 3 or 4 times.
Oh shit, 3 or 4 times?
So it looks like it was a normal sized piece of paper that's just been like folded over and over again into this like long rectangular strip.
Before we get into that, let's look at, it's like when you open a birthday card, you look at the money first.
You look at the money first, you don't look at the card.
Yeah,
I make a point of ignoring the money.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at whatever this coin is.
Okay, well you look into
Oh, I want
Into the
to
thing?
pull that out too.
reaching in, it doesn't come with it.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
It doesn't.
I'll
So it's
just pour it out then.
Yeah,
onto the
bottom?
bed.
Okay, so pouring it out onto the bed, you see that it is a small silver ring.
Oh.
And attached onto the ring itself is a oval-shaped emerald.
Well, this has piqued my interest.
You fuck.
I'll come over to inspect now.
I go, oh. And then, say, as I'm holding, like, the hit with my mage hand, you know?
Yeah. And my shadowy, more demented mage hand comes out.
Oh, mine's rather shadowy too.
So ours are similar.
Yeah, it just looks like a dragon's claw.
Mine's like just like a shadowy, like there's shadows kind of trailing off of it. It comes over and
I'll take this card.
helps you.
Give me sleight of hand checks, both of you, because it's like 2 people with 2 different hands trying to open something together, not both having a
That's 20!
okay. Natural 1.
No,
So 23.
sleight of hand. 7.
7. Okay, so there's a little bit of difficulty
No, the bottom
in
card.
getting this thing figured out, and
I can't see
with
it. It's
the
too many
lack
shadows.
of communication, it takes a little bit, but Rex is able to, almost for the most part, just with like his one hand, get this thing
I'm just
mostly
pinching it.
unfolded and keep grabbing it in the wrong places.
I'm just pinching it. Hopefully it opens.
But the hand,
I dropped it.
the hands are able to get this thing unfurled mostly. It's still like a bit crinkled from the folds, but holding it for the most part open.
Okay.
Okay, bring it over here. And I'm trying to like pull it over so I can read it.
I'll-
We're like right beside each
Yeah,
other.
I'll let it go down towards him, and then I'll just kind of like lean down to look.
Okay, and you just want to see what the note says?
Yeah.
So, looking at the note and giving it a quick read, it appears to start off with a threat to whoever this Zai person is that this is meant to be delivered to. Talking about how seems to be addressing that Beatrice is trying to get some of her sort of dirty maids and butlers into the Soderbergh, but that Zai, who through the references through this letter appears to be some sort of manager or someone in a position to be hiring people. So it seems to be sort of like a blackmail letter about letting her people into the Soderbergh Inn and Pub. And then at the bottom of it, she says, make sure that this ring is delivered into the bedside table of Evangeline Caldwell.
Information.
Evangeline. Evangeline.
We don't know that one.
Don't we?
No,
Millicent.
no Millicent.
Maybe
Isla,
it's her mom.
Isla, this letter says that they caught us and they're going to kill us all. You were right.
Well, what was it you said earlier? If someone puts the group in danger, leave. What do we do with them?
We killed them.
We kill them.
Well, I guess
Sorry,
you guys have
Johnny.
to kill me.
I conjure an intimidating-looking flintlock pistol like out of thin air.
Okay, let's not. This is too far.
And I drop it, and it before it hits the ground, it just slows.
That was good.
And then I do it again.
Okay, this is.
And then I'm gonna actually keep this one. I'm gonna like put it in my coat pocket
Okay.
and not dematerialize it.
Is it? Is that a real one?
It's gone.
It's not.
It just sits in there. You can see like part of my coat kind of sags.
You're like right behind me, so I'm just gonna pat it. Does it feel like it's?
I like wool, and yeah, you feel a metal like a pistol.
How do you do that?
Oh, you mean these?
Conjure those.
Well, I can tell you how I did it the first time.
How'd you do it the first time?
It was in the laboratory, far before I met Rudy. I was working on a concoction. The ingredients were unknown to me. And then everything went dark. And I'm not talking about my vision, I'm talking about the room. And I
Like
was
the lights went out.
The lights were out on, but the room was dark. And I was stumbling around and my hand fell into something, and then I saw this vision. This great arsenal in front of my eyes. And I thought, and I saw, and so it was. That's how it happens. So I don't need to smuggle weapons. I am the weapon.
Can you give them away?
No. They're mine.
Why don't you just give them away? Then none of us have to smuggle anything.
They're mine.
I don't need.
My toys.
Well, if
I don't want to share.
If I must admit, I've tried. I sold one to somebody, but as soon as I left, they came running back to me saying, "It disappeared in a puff of big black smoke." And I said, "I'm sorry, I'll sell you another." And I gave another, and then it disappeared, and I said, "Okay, I'll give you money back." But anyway, that is how.
So I can't do that.
You cannot create? Bang bang? No? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think so. I'm trying.
I can't either.
Guns, arsenal.
You'll see a big wall.
I see a wall.
And it'll have guns all over it.
No.
I cast minor illusion to create one like kind of water pistol on the wall.
Uh-huh.
And it's gonna squirt a little bit of water in this direction.
As it comes towards you, like, get prepared for, like, the wet feel, but it feels like nothing. Like, nothing hits you. There's no impact.
These are magic guns.
Were you born with any other weird things like that? Were you born? Period.
Question mark.
He's McDuff.
Everyone's born.
He's McDuff.
Yes, hatched from my mother's egg.
But I'm trying to say, you're an aberrant, right?
Not born an aberrant.
How does that work? I thought aberrants were born aberrants.
Like I said, one day in the laboratory, I stumbled upon something unique. My supplier gave me something that was unknown to him or me, what exactly it was. We have suspicions, though. It had some etheric component. And I touched it when I shouldn't have. Probably should have been using gloves or some sort of hand that could touch it. But instead it was gifted to me. These abilities.
You don't regret it.
Not 1 second.
Every aberrant I've ever known was born with it, including myself.
Where were you born?
Rather not get into it.
Was it?
New
Never
Eden.
mind.
It was New Eden. I was born here.
I was just wondering if it was safe to be born in Aberrant where you were born then. It
Well,
was here, it wasn't.
It was, because it was years ago, right? Aberrants wasn't always like this here. Growing up, there was a group of us. It was like a community.
How old is, I'm just out of the game, how old is your character? Yeah.
He looks to be 20 to 30, somewhere. You don't know how old within that.
You're saying that there were many of you, and people were okay with that.
Where are they now?
I don't know.
Well, how do you know for sure you were born an aberrant, Lack? Like, when was the first time you did something spooky? Like, maybe you just, like, became one. You know?
Don't know how quite to answer that.
Like, did you come out spewing magic, or?
I exploded my mother.
In all seriousness.
My mom exploded. I'm just kidding.
Cool.
No.
You got to be there for a second.
Exploded.
I don't know. I just know that I was born this way. I wasn't gifted.
But do you feel gifted?
Of course, I am.
That we are.
That we all are.
Well, you know, magic.
Well, there's a reason why people are scared of it.
Because they don't have it.
Yep. And they never will.
Oh, no. Sorry. that was
Well,
wrong.
maybe they will. Some of them.
I think I know a way for people to gain it.
How's that?
Precisely the way that I did.
Touch a weird substance?
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Mind you, it seemed more of an opportunity than science. There's more to it. I don't think that this substance gives you powers. I think this substance is a conduit for things that give powers.
What sort of things give powers? Like, if I were to go find me some, where would I take them from?
Have you ever left the city?
Sure.
You have? I have not. But I hear words that in the wastes there are relics. There are ruins of an ancient civilization. Ones from before.
From Aamora?
That's right. Aamora. And if one were to come across it, you may encounter one who can provide.
Sounds dangerous. Sounds like also something that a lot of people can handle. Magic is unstable, volatile. People get hurt from their own magic and hurt people without meaning to.
Have you hurt people without meaning to?
Aside from your mother.
Have I hurt people without meaning to? I think a part of me always, when I do hurt people, wants to hurt them.
Have you ever hurt anybody you love?
No. And I never will.
Because you don't love anybody?
No. I love people.
What people specifically?
Let's move on, yeah? You're asking a lot of personal details and I don't know you very well.
In this moment, I would like to do a little scan
You
on
fuck,
Jade.
Fuck off.
I will not act upon it, but just so we know, Isla is now very aware of whatever that is.
Okay.
Ah, what the hell? What are you doing to me? I don't know,
What
of
do
course.
you don't know. She does a spooky little scan.
Are you x-raying me?
You can,
I have a big one, okay?
you can do it without your face changing.
Mhm.
Oh, let's get the fuck out of here. You caught it? It landed like right there.
Nice.
After you said information things. Well, I think that this is a good thing for us. If we can get the personal bits out of the way, maybe they won't come up so much in such volatile ways.
Okay. Sorry. I just got caught in the bed.
That's okay. Let me help. I like pull the blanket like as if it was like twisted around your foot, like help get it off.
Thank you.
For example, as I said, I have never left the city. This has been my home forever.
The High District?
Louis did.
Which district?
Well, I've spent time in every one.
Everyone?
Yes.
I've never been to the Low District. What is it like there?
It's poor. Monetarily and also, of its essence.
Oh.
I'm from the Middle District. Nice, comfortable, in-between bit.
It's comfortable in between. And do you like it there?
Well, I suppose you're always being raised there. Always dreaming of something bigger. My parents, it's not as if they chose the Middle District. I'm sure they wanted better for me and my sister. But we didn't have better. We had what we had, and we got along.
You had the nice comfy in between bits.
Yes, until, of course, life does happen. Move along, move out. Make a life for yourself. So that's what we do. I have a feeling you're from the High District.
I think I told you that, yeah.
Where exactly are you from?
The High District.
Where exactly?
Well, like what street?
Where were you born?
Well, that's pretty...
It...
It's what I want to know too, but...
I was born... I don't know. I wasn't really there for it. You know, I don't remember. Do any of you remember when you were born?
Ah.
Not the moment specifically.
Right, so...
No, but I remember where I was born.
No, you don't remember.
I was told. I remember being told where I was born.
I remember my brother vividly.
That's weird.
Well, I was 1 year old.
Wait, what?
I guess.
When I fully hatched. I saw it all. I remember the color of my scales and of the egg shell. I remember it all. But I know that I'm different. It's not like you.
Volume.
Oh, okay.
Oh, weird. Where were you born?
Just outside the city.
Where? I think you're on the... I didn't know you weren't from New Eden.
Well, I've spent a lot of time here, but I trained at a monastery in the wastes.
You trained at a monastery? Were you born at the monastery?
No, I was taken there.
From?
My parents gave me up.
Do you think we'll ever go back out into the wastes?
If we do, Ludi can be our guide.
Oh, I don't know it well. I'd say I know New Eden better than anywhere out there. You sort of live in isolation when you're training. You don't get to see the world around you.
I could probably guide you some places.
Oh shit! Where are you from?
Nimbus.
Nimbus!
What, do I know Nimbus?
Give me a history check.
I want to do too.
I know where
Me
you're
too.
from because of the conversation with you and Isla from another episode, and I really want to get excited about it.
These boys don't.
No, we're in it.
Non-natural 20.
Ooh, but a 20?
Yeah.
And what did the two of you get?
3.
3?
Actually, 4.
4?
Yeah.
I
still
I
explain
got a 5.
Nimbus
5?
because that's a ridiculous name. Nimbus!
Do I know that it's in the sky?
You have no clue. You vaguely recall the name, like you know that it's the name of a city, but you have no recollection of where it is. Jade, on the other hand, you have been told stories of Nimbus in your childhood, and recall it as being a flying city.
Cool.
It's a city that flies about the Broken Coast. It's inhabited by various groups of people who have developed ways of traveling through the air as a way of getting around the city itself. That's what you can remember.
Cool.
I've never heard of Nimbus.
You were born in the wastes. You never heard of it.
Well, we don't study history or geography at the monastery.
Okay.
I think I learned to run this fast by reading books.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Just a city in the sky.
In the sky?
Yeah, in the sky.
Wait.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's-
real.
Yeah.
I've heard of Nimbus, but I always brushed it off.
Yeah.
What do you
Flies.
mean on a mountain? Like really high?
No, it's like oh no, there's these like things on the bottom of the islands. I think they're etherics actually. That keep the things keep them floating.
Oh, I want to go there.
What?
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's nice.
Abby,
Yeah, it's really pretty.
will you take
You
us
can see
there
the coast.
sometime?
Don't say this too loud outside this room, but I can't go back there. Probably ever.
So you are a murderer.
Nope.
Oh.
No. I just took something from somebody I shouldn't have taken it from.
What if we went on a save my reputation mission and returned it?
I think my understanding was that the captain, like, not a direct quote, her words were like, "Bring me his head."
That could mean so
Something
many,
along those. Yeah.
so many things, though.
I don't think it could mean many things other than it's not like that, Rex.
I'm just trying to
Yeah.
instill hope.
No,
How
like,
long
I think
ago
she
is
would-
that?
about a year.
Oh,
and a half.
that's pretty
Yeah.
fresh. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm here because she's not really allowed in the city, and neither are her agents, but
Well-
we stepped out.
But bring me his head. I mean, she didn't specify dead.
How else? Okay, I guess you could bring it attached to my body, but I don't know why she would have said.
Oh, I've got
Maybe it was like her way of saying, bring me his butt. Like, get that butt over here. Like, bring me his head.
Bring that detached skull over here.
Attached. No, attached.
Well, what we
Yeah.
could do is we could put you in a box and put a fancy curtain or ribbon around it to make it not look like a box, and then we could cut a hole in the top of the box so that your head fits through, and then we bloody you up, with maybe some props, stuff, and and we make it look like we brought you her head, and then then she gets the feeling of having been brought your head, and it's so satisfying, and then she forgets all about all of her concerns, and then you just say, "Hey, I just want to apologize," and it's all good.
That's a great idea, Ludi. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Well-
You know what? Let's fuck this job. Let's just put me in a crate. We'll take the 6-month-long walk to Nimbus, and then everything will be golden.
Cool. So where were you born?
6 months?
The Where Were You Born episode.
Because you never mentioned it, and every time anyone asks you anything, you tend to change the subject. And you're so keen on finding out about all of us.
I thought you were gonna say cute.
And you're so cute.
Maybe she doesn't
And you're
want to
so
say
keen.
where she was born.
I don't know where I was born. I wasn't really conscious for it.
Are
in
you
the way
from a store?
I worked at a store, yes.
What store was that?
I told you already.
Can you say it again?
Cloud9.
And what kind of people work at that store?
Really cool people, obviously.
Like what? What are they like?
Do you have amnesia? Have you forgotten your memories from your childhood and your teenage years?
Possibly.
What's the last thing you remember? No, the most recent. What's the oldest memory you have? Was it some time working at the store?
Well, yeah. But that's
I think
just...
you have amnesia.
You're like,
I think you've forgotten where the rest of your life.
but you've got to be like my age, right? So you're probably like,
How old are
100?
you?
How many years are you missing?
Well, with amnesia,
In-
you can miss any number.
In Jade's head, Isla goes, "Stop it, please stop it, stop it, please stop it, stop it,
I
please
message
stop
you
it."
back. Why? There's just silence in the room. Is that what's going on?
There's like no one.
Lydia asked last year.
She speaks in your head again and goes, "They're gonna make me leave." What did you ask me, Looney?
Luty said that it's probably amnesia.
Probably, yeah. Must be it.
Can't remember the years before. That's what you said, right?
But you've never like seen somebody recognized you and from childhood and been like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
must just
remember
be
you.
amnesia.
That's been like a long time.
You should get that checked out.
I'm pretty unrecognizable. So I'm fine. No one's recognized me. Not really, like some of the street and you go, nah. Like that sometimes.
I wish I was less recognizable sometimes. Being a Dragonborn has its blessings and its curses. I tell you. Easy to spot. But it has its perks. Some people like a scaly boy.
Like Luke.
Maybe.
I'm gonna put the note back in the envelope or fold it up with, hey, help me.
Oh, sorry.
And then I'm gonna put it back in, use the mage hand to grab the ring if it's not gone.
It's not gone.
Put it back in. And then
Are we sure we want to put that back in there, though?
I think that's the most important
What if
part.
we just tear off the part of the note that says, "Here's this ring"?
You know, for someone who is arguing against opening up this thing, you're very keen on stealing something from it.
We could make a copy of the ring, or put a less valuable ring in the...
Look, I'm all for snooping, but I'm about doing it smart. And then I start to mend it. I don't think we need to
That's just not very
thieve.
fair. Don't say thieve like that.
That's what it is.
Thieve.
We must keep in mind, when we go and give this thing to Zaya, we probably shouldn't bring up anything about the contents of the envelope, or act like there might be something inside of it. You see where I'm going with it?
Yeah.
Subtlety.
You mean we should just walk up to this person and be like, "Oh, an envelope of an undescribed weight or contents"?
We probably shouldn't say, "Oh, an envelope of an undescribed weight or contents, Millie." I would say, "Zaya, here you go. Courtesy, Beatrice." I think we go now, hey?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, get it over with.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'll lock door behind us after you.
Okay. So you guys head off to the Soderbergh pub. Okay. So, judging by the actually, Ludi, give me a survival check.
Oh. 6.
Okay. So it's a little bit of wandering about the High District.
It's definitely this way.
About 10 minutes passes.
I know, I'm just taking the scenic route.
Another 10.
Isn't it lovely?
About 25 minutes
I
after
swear.
leaving
We're almost there, okay?
the Baron and Bernard.
It's good exercise.
You guys find yourself at the Soderbergh Inn and Pub. Quite
See?
a
I
large,
told you.
tall building, multiple balconies, making their way all the way up this cylindrical tower of an inn and pub. And coming up to the front, it has this large revolving door right at the front.
Oh, nice.
You guys enter?
We go.
Yeah.
Okay. So coming into the Soderbergh Inn and Pub, you come into the entrance, and the whole building expands out in front of you. You can see dead ahead of you. There's a small counter, sort of just standing on its own in the foyer of this building. Behind this this counter, and there's an individual standing at the counter. There is a large elevator that doesn't seem to have the elevator at the ground floor right now. It seems to be somewhere up further in the building itself.
Mhm.
To your left-hand side looks to lead to a seating area where there appears to be some sort of restaurant. To your right-hand side, another seating area that's a little bit hazy, looks to be the smoking room where people would go and sit and smoke, watch out the windows. Besides that, there are a few chairs and couches about this foyer area. A couple people sit and chat, other people read newspapers, a few people have a couple books open. But at this counter, dead ahead of you, there is a individual standing there. You approach.
I will handle locating this woman. And
I hand you the envelope.
well, maybe best you hold on to it. I'll go to the bar. Say, hello and good day. This is the Soderbergh Inn.
Yes, it is. And you come up to the front, and it is a deep, deep, red-skinned tiefling woman standing there. Looks at you, hands crossed, wearing very, very fashionable, yet also practical sort of suit all across her body. Yes, this is the Soderbergh Inn and Pub. What can I do for you?
Well, just curious as to the nature of this business, but more particularly, what do you do here? Are you perhaps somebody who gets things from A to B?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
A smuggler?
No, I'm the
I don't.
day manager of the place. Keep an eye on things, watch the guests coming in and out. Would you like to get a room? Would you like to go to the restaurant? Just to your left-hand side there.
I want to discern maybe if they're not telling all the truth.
Give me a insight check.
Ooh, darn. 5.
Seem to be quite truthful.
I'll be close enough to be hearing what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Can I speak to you for a moment?
In a moment.
Right now?
Oh.
For a moment.
Well,
Yeah, just one moment.
wait.
Well,
We're just delivering an envelope. We need
what's
to
your
be asking
favorite
about
place
smuggling.
to eat in the
In which
city?
is Zaya.
Just ask if it's Zion then.
Personally, I'm a
Answer. What do you?
big fan of the restaurant
Yeah,
here.
let's
Come
give
on,
it.
just
This
nice,
one?
nice
let's
food.
give her
Yes.
the fucking
Oh.
delivery.
Okay.
And if
I'll
I were
ask
to
you
go
Zaya.
Thanks.
get a new outfit for the evening,
I would personally say to go to the Armoire. Fantastic.
Huh.
Yes?
But the reason I ask is entirely unimportant. Please forget what I said. It was just a joke. But I am wondering.
was a high insight check.
Just curious if somebody named Zaya is about here.
Is that his name?
Oh, okay.
This is for you, and I put the envelope on the table, and then I turn around. Let's go, guys, and I start to leave.
I'll
Little
leave too.
red hand comes up and slides the envelope off the counter. It's another short.
I was like, oh, she's a red tiefling. For a second, I thought it was a mage hand, and I was like, what
Whoa!
the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, pulls the thing off and sort of gives it a look and looks at the front, which is completely blank. The front part of the envelope is just like a blank envelope.
Did you guys go to leave?
Yeah.
I take 2 steps after you, stop, turn around, take 2 steps back, and go, by the way, you are magnificent. And then turn around and go back out after them.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, go. 11.
Okay.
Well, would my passive?
No, not your passive. But turning around, saying these couple words to her, you notice that she has flipped the envelope over and her face has just like drained of color. So it puts another hand on the envelope. Have a good
Zaya?
day. Thank you.
Okay.
And you guys exit.
Outside. We weren't supposed to know that she's a smuggler.
I realized that I did not take my own advice that I was giving to you all earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Simple mistake. Usually I'm pretty good at that. My mind's on other things. Totally take that fault.
Yeah.
I didn't realize why you guys were so angry at me until I stepped outside here now.
Well, I guess that means we have to kill you.
Yep.
What?
Your
You're
words.
kicked out and killed.
But I make up for it by apologizing.
Like, not an exact quote from me, but I'm gonna get your head, man.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You want to kill me?
All jokes aside, that was fucking stupid.
That was
I know.
Thank you for apologizing, but
thanks.
I don't think it did too much damage.
Well, she looked pretty upset.
Well, yeah, we know it. What she just read.
Yeah.
Maybe we should walk away.
Let's go.
So you guys head out. Where do you guys go back to?
That was a good question.
Baron and Bernard.
Back to the Baron and Bernard.
Give me a survival check with
I-
advantage,
I don't-
Ludi.
I don't
Thank
want to
you.
go there though. Before we go to the Baron and Bernard,
Should we go
I
see
want
the
to
movie?
just hold up.
11.
11. What are you doing there, Rex?
Well, there's more we could there's more we could do. So I can just go back there, like
The blueprints.
the blueprints.
We should go to Balthazar.
I thought
Balthazar.
I thought he was at the Baron and Bernard.
He's there, but there's also Bartholomew.
What does Bartholomew have?
He's the actor.
Right.
I thought
I have no clue where
he was at the party.
No,
I'm pretty sure
Like,
he is. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure he's gonna be there, and we can.
And he's gonna
Oh,
have
yeah,
like
yeah.
a nice hat.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we're
yeah.
gonna be
this
like,
is true, this
that's
is true.
And
Bartholomew.
I think you're thinking of Bartholomew. It's Bartholomew's house for young actors.
yeah, but isn't it the same
Oh
guy?
no, that's
Oh wait, no.
it's not the same guy.
Not the same guy.
Oh, well, I want to go.
It's
to
a
the
different
house.
Bartholomew.
Well, no, it's not. It's not a Bartholomew.
The dude's name's not Bartholomew.
Oh,
okay.
whoops!
Antonio.
Is it Balthazar? Is that maybe?
Nope.
Oh,
His
fuck.
name is Antonio.
Antonio.
No,
No, Antonio
that's
was the guy
Antonio
that took
Patton's,
the pills.
Baron and
Who
Bernard.
cares about his name? We'll know him by his hat.
I guess so. I just thought.
Hi.
We'll know him by his
Are you hat actor?
It's Balthazar. No, sorry.
No, it's
not.
Winston Marcellius.
There we
is.
go.
I just wanted to go say hi.
Damn.
That's why I wanted to see him.
Gotcha.
We don't
But
know
now
where
that
he
you know
is.
that you don't know where he is, we're just gonna go back to the.
Maybe we should hang out at the bar at the inn and see if Balthazar comes.
That's a great idea.
And maybe we can, speed up time.
So you guys make your way back to the Baron and Bernard.
Yeah.
Good point.
So Ludi, this time, A little bit more direct.
This is a shortcut. I was just,
Not quite as direct as he'd hoped.
Well, and this is a nice bit of architecture here.
Instead of the 25-minute journey it took you guys to get here, Ludi's able to cut it down to about a 15-minute journey.
Pretty quick, hey?
About 10 minutes off
You guys
of
are
this,
tired to me, so.
this journey.
I could go all day way.
But Ludi gets you guys back to the Baron and Bernard. Coming into the building itself, it is now just after 4 o'clock. People are slowly beginning to trickle back into the building itself. The bar is a little bit busier than you left it. What would you guys like to do?
Sleep for 2 straight days. Just kidding.
I would like to go up to the bartender.
All right. So coming up to the bartender, J.M. Bernard is still working. Well, hey there! What can I get for you?
You know what? I was told by a friend
Yep.
that there is a friend of his that frequents your establishment here,
Well, we do have quite a large number of regulars that come by here. Yeah.
and he told me that while I'm staying here, I absolutely must meet this man.
Do
So-
you happen to have a name, a description?
yeah,
of
I'm
some
just
sort?
wondering if you could point him out to me. I'm looking for Balthazar. What's his last name? I want to say Finch.
Oh, you're looking for Mr. Finch.
Mr. Finch.
Yeah, Mr. Finch, his spot, and he sort of looks through the couple people that are right in front of it. Excuse me there, ma'am. Yeah, just the far one on the right-hand side. That's usually where Mr. Finch sits.
Oh. Is he there right now, Kim?
Looking over to the booth that he's talking about one of these multiple booths that are up against the front window of the establishment. Pointing to the far right one in the far right corner, there looks to be someone sitting there.
A man?
You can't tell from this distance. It looks
Do you
just to
think you think that's Mr. Finch over there now?
Well, that's his seat. If it's not him, I'd imagine he'd be quite cross at whoever it is.
Oh, what does he drink?
Well, Mr. Finch is sort of likes to jump around with his alcohols, but one that he's, believe, gives a bit of a look, currently working on. He's working on one of our New Eden wines from the Hanging Cloud winery. He's right now working on our Blackberry Malbec.
Uh-huh. And do you have any others from the same establishment?
Same establishment? Well, from Hanging Cloud, we also have their Merlot. It's a raspberry.
Great, I'll take the raspberry Merlot.
All right. And goes behind the bar and pulls out a small, it's not a very large bottle of wine, these ones from New Eden, about like that big. Takes it out, pops the cork off. It's just sort of stuffed back in to keep it nice and fresh. Pours a glass of it, pops it on the counter. We won gold.
Okay, I give him a gold.
Wonderful. Well, tell Mr. Finch to enjoy.
Wish me luck.
I'll claim a free meal. I just say that in passing as we go.
All right. Oh, wonderful. I'll let my friend in the kitchen know. And he heads back to the other side of the bar.
Nope. I just walk up to Finch.
Okay.
Table. Or to Finch's table.
So, walking up to the table that you have been pointed to, where Balthazar Finch apparently sits, you come up to it and you see a rather well-dressed gentleman. Little bit of dirt that you can see on. He has a white dress shirt underneath his black suit. You see quite a bit of staining on the cuffs. Looks like a little bit of an old shirt. You can also see what looks to be like sweat stains along the inside of the collar. But this half-elvish man watches you approach. Hey! What can I do for you?
Finch, is it?
Mr. Finch. Yes, that's me. What can I do for you?
I set the wine down in front of him.
For me?
For you.
Thank you.
And I knock the table across from him and go, this seat taken over here?
Not for a friend.
I sit down and say, Mr. Finch, I was told that you were the man I should see about, procuring some papers.
These papers that you're interested in, elaborate for me.
Sure. Are all of you guys in the lobby or in the bar
I was just
area?
trying to decide if I was gonna walk over to you.
I will, in each of your heads, go.
I walk over to Isla.
I walk over.
Okay.
I wait for my food.
I just,
Okay.
I will sit at the table across from him, as he tells me to elaborate. Smile, and at that moment in my head, I'm signaling the boys, and I'll just wait until they come.
Are you okay? Oh. I think these are friends of yours,
Colleagues, yeah.
Mr. Finch.
Abby.
Hmm.
Rex.
Ludi.
Oh man, you got. Oh, hi.
So you standing at the bar there, Jade. There was a moment after Jay and Bernard headed back and sort of disappeared out of your sight, and then another bit shorter, still quite stout man came up and sort of looked over the counter. The counter like coming up to just about like neck level on him. Hey, what can I get you to eat?
Whatever you have.
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. Would you like something for lunch, supper, or breakfast?
Supper.
Supper? Well, for supper, what we got going on today is we have steak
Yep.
and potatoes.
Okay, that
I
sounds.
believe they come with a little bit of a spinach salad that we
Yeah,
have putting
that-
together.
Sure.
Was that good for you? Will you eat that?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'll get one of my chefs to send it out for you.
Is this GM?
No, this is a different gentleman. He did not introduce himself. He just came out and started shouting at Jade. And he turns around and leaves. And there's like a few moments where you're just like sitting there waiting, and you like look behind you, you see the rest of your crew has gone over to this table, and you wait and wait, and then a young woman wearing just like a straight black dress comes out holding a small white plate, and on it is a cut, probably about like a 6-ounce piece of steak. Looks to have been cooked medium, so like a little bit weller done, and looks to be about half a baked potato is put on there. Couple little vegetables, a little bit of carrots, a little bit of what looks to be like a parsnip also put on, and then looks to be about like small pile of spinach that has some sort of dressing on it.
Great. I just grab it and then scurry over to catch that moment that we were just
So
in.
let's go.
Thanks.
It's back.
Now,
Okay.
my friends here, and I, we were told that you would be able to get us blueprints.
Blueprints.
Of a certain layout to an estate.
Well, is the name Silence at all familiar to any of you?
Perfectly.
Wonderful. Well, your employer did contact me about your arrival and perhaps wanting blueprints. You said you might come by. Well, yes. I can acquire blueprints to the Caldwell's Manor. Quite a nice spot, 5 stories in total. There's some nice prints. Well, yes. I can get them for you. But I'm sure your employer told you that favors don't come free.
Nothing does.
Well, in payment, I don't need anything from you now. But, seeing as how I was not personally invited to Millicent's gala, there's something I'd like you to pick up for me.
What would that be?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me start off by telling you a bit of a tale. Sort of motions for you to sit at the table.
I will go into a Slavic squat and listen to
See,
attentively.
Slavic squatting at the end of the table.
Yeah, eager.
Eager.
Listening eagerly.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone else join him in the booth? Or you guys just sort of like stand and watch?
I slide into the booth.
Okay.
I've sat down already and I'm eating.
Okay.
I'm just having a meal.
I'm not either.
Well, what I'd like you to acquire for me is a bottle of mead. But a very special bottle of mead. This one is by the company called Mjoder Skal. It is a Stalgardian meadery. They often work in tandem with the people's rune seers, mixing the work of the hive keepers and the rune seers together to create quite magnificent meads. This specific batch of Mjoder Skal, there's only 12 bottles made. 3 of them were sold in the Broken Coast. 5 of the batch were then brought down the eastern coast, down along the west cliffs, and 5 were purchased by the barons. Now, the remaining 4 were sold here in New Eden. 1 was sold to Archduchess Shaw's private chef. Not someone who it is necessarily easy to convince to hand over a bottle of priceless mead. Another was purchased by the Grand Overseer, Christoph Ferelden. Heard rumors that he intends to keep it for some time, till it gets uncorked at the 10th anniversary of the Overseer's founding. However, 2 bottles were purchased by one man, Ferdinand Gustav. Now, Ferdinand is a collector in the High District, as many tend to be when you have as much money as these people do. He's a collector of liquor. All manner of liquor. He has a collection in the basement of his home worth hundreds of thousands of gold. But this man wouldn't part with a single bottle. Unless he bought 2. Heard rumors that he intends to gift his additional bottle of Mjoder Skal to Millicent Caldwell at her gala. Way of trying to impress the young woman. I would like you to retrieve this bottle for me while you are at the gala. Knowing the way they often work at these events, they're likely not to keep the bottle out for too long. Likely to shepherd it away into the stores, into the cellar of the building, so you will need to find your way into the building cellars. But I take it if you're already doing a job for our mutual friend, there's something else you're trying to get within the house. Shouldn't be too hard to go into the cellar. Bring me this, and call it even.
Rise from my squat. Question for you. And I put like a hand on the table.
Yes.
Ferdinand is the name of the person with the bottle?
Ferdinand Gustav. Halfling man.
A halfling. Interesting.
And in the event that we are unable to procure the bottle, say he decides to bring another present.
Well, I highly doubt that. But in the event that he should bring something else, or simply unable to acquire this item, then you owe me.
Yeah. Darling, we owe you what?
I'll figure it out when the moment arises.
I can get you the plans by 1 o'clock tomorrow.
That's pretty fast.
I have friends in high places.
I look at Ludi's wrist for the time.
Looking at the time on Ludi's wrist, you can see it is about 4:40.
Okay. Awesome.
With your new outfit, right?
Oh, with my new outfit. Yeah, I forgot.
So,
When can you get us the blueprints?
He said tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
4:40. Oh, okay. Understood. Received. Message clear now.
wonderful. Well,
Shall we meet you back at this table at that time?
I tend to spend most of my time here. Let's see why not.
Easy to find. Very good. Tell me, you're able to get blueprints. I'm sure that you know other things. I asked somebody earlier today where to get things that go bang, and when they go bang, put some small object from point A to point B very quickly. Know you were to get it there?
I don't think I follow.
Guns.
Well, as I'm sure your other source of information told you, unless they're more in the know than I am, a little bit difficult to get guns in the High District. Not something that is commonly sold, for people don't necessarily need them, besides as decorative objects. Various quite glamorous items are sold at some of the collectors' shops, but very few of them are actually practical.
It was what they said as well.
But, well, wanted firearms of interesting make. We do have the benefit of being in the proximity of Prime Tech itself. Lots of experimental items coming in and out of that place. If you knew the right people, you could get your hands on something.
Do you know any people?
Depends on how much you're willing to pay.
For the information or for the hardware?
Well, I like to keep my sources to myself, otherwise they wouldn't be my sources.
Very cool. I'll keep that in mind. Mr. Finch.
Thank you.
Good day. I'll walk away from it.
Is there anything else I can help the four of you with? Join me for a drink? On me?
Yeah.
I'll have a drink.
Yeah.
Well, what do you all drink? It's quite a fine establishment. We have quite a selection here. JM keeps us nice and stocked up.
What do you think is their most interesting beverage?
Well, I'm quite personal to the wines. They do have a number from the conglomerate. Some pretty nice. Well, as long as you're okay with the idea of some chemist messing with your grapes. They have an ice wine from the company On the Mists. Quite sweet, very, very fine, almost like juice, but oh, it will hit you. One of my favorites is the ice wine. Would say, however, if you're looking for something harder, Ricin Oasis is always a good company. Good tequilas and vodkas from them.
I would not mind that ice wine.
Well, JM! And you see Bernard at the counter cleaning something. Yeah, Mr. Finch? Can I get...
How's the raspberry?
Oh, raspberry's fine,
And this is better?
in my personal opinion.
I just want a beer.
Well, what kind of beer would you like?
Any old sort.
Would you like an amber ale? Would you like a stout, a porter? JM, what else do you have? We can do a lager. We can also do we've got a pale one. We got a dark one.
I'll have
believe.
the pale ale.
All right. So that was what? 3 ice wines, please, and the pale ale. Right on it. Bring it to the table. And JM gets to work, setting up these various drinks. Rex, where do you go?
Well, I heard them talking about the alcohol. I was gonna go for a meal. So I'll walk to the bar.
Okay, so you get to the bar. You see JM working on various drinks he was just requested for, pouring this ice wine from this bottle that he's pulled out of a small metallic contraption. The bottle has these little bits of ice crystals just like hanging on the bottle itself as he sort of pours and shakes his hand a bit and grabs it again and pours and shakes it again, gives it a bit and grabs it and pours the final glass and puts it back away in its spot, and then grabs onto the beer tap, pours a pint of the pale, and signals over to one of the waiters who's just sort of like walking around, keeping an eye on things, keeping an eye on if anyone needs more drinks or anything of the like, and they come over and load the things up onto a tray and head them over to your friend's table. Well, what can I get for you?
I'm looking to fill my belly. Doesn't take much.
I'll get the chef. And he
Oh, no.
turns around and heads back behind. A couple moments later, shorter, stout man comes out. Well, what can I get for you?
I'm looking to eat.
Are you looking for something like breakfast? Are we talking, supper? Lunch?
I'll do your supper.
Supper? Well, for supper right now, we have steak, potatoes, spinach salad, bit of vegetables.
I'll take a bit of vegetables.
No, you get all of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like that? Is that good for you? Will you eat that?
I must be on. No promises.
I don't know about you. He turns around. And heads out. A few moments pass. And this young woman comes out, straight black dress, comes out, brings this little white plate with the 6-ounce at Earl's 6-ounce piece of steak, for, the rest of the food all on it, and passes it to you.
Do you have anything to say? Oh.
Dick.
She turns around and heads back.
I bow in a similar fashion, surprised at the issue that I've caused. I'll go back to the table.
Okay.
I'll take like 3 leaves of spinach and like a bean, and then I'll put the plate down in front of Ludi, and I'll just go up to the back to the room.
Okay. So you guys have all gotten your drinks. Mr. Finch is just happily sitting there with the Merlot that you got him, just drinking it and sort of watching you guys sip on the ice wine. Well, thoughts on the ice wine?
Chili.
Wonderful.
Is it?
Sorry. No, they keep it in a very special container made by Prime Tech itself just for keeping this one type of wine. It's fantastic.
Is it good when I drink it? Is it actually good?
Sipping into it, it is incredibly sweet. Like, it is super, super sweet. But it's also got this, like, icy feel in the mouth. It's almost like, it's like drinking water at its, like, critical point, where it's, like, right at that moment, like, right before it freezes. So it almost feels, like, thick. It's like this thick, super duper sweet wine.
This is, it feels like this should be drunk by children. It's so sweet. It's like candy.
Well, I will have to say that it's got quite the alcohol content. It would be quite fit for kids.
No, and I know that. I'm just saying the taste.
It's fair.
You speak quite highly of Prime Tech. Fan, are you?
Oh, big fan of Saren's work. She does amazing things, brings all of these great contraptions into our lives.
Who, sorry? What was the name you said?
Saren, the prime mechanist of Prime Tech, the
Right.
founder of Prime Tech.
Sorry, I thought you said Karen.
Oh.
Kale, do I recognize that name?
Give me a history check.
I'm also wondering if I recognize.
Give me a history check.
Oh my god. That was on a 19 and then went boop.
18.
That's a 3 minus 2.
So a 1.
So 1.
Do not recognize the name whatsoever. However, you do recognize the name as she is, throughout halfling circles, quite a revered halfling, one of the pioneers of like aetheric engineering, and has like really made a name for herself. Worked her way up the ladder into being Shaw's prime mechanist, and just has kept climbing, pumping out of Prime Tech like these innumerable amounts of inventions. Things like the steam generators that power the entire city were her creation. All of the various autonomous beings that exist throughout the city are all things designed by her and then produced by those underneath her.
So my father probably worked with her.
Yes.
Does that mean like I know?
You probably don't know her personally, but you've definitely heard about her. You've heard things about her. You've actually heard that she's, although very dedicated to her work, is like a decently pleasant person.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like
Pleasant.
she's okay. Do I know if she's like in line with what Prime Tech is doing to aberrants in the city?
She... Give me another history check.
Fook. 7.
From the small bits searching her mind of what your father told you, you're unable to figure out whether it was that she believes in them or that she doesn't believe in them, but in order to keep her job, does. So you're unsure which of the two it is, but you know your dad very specifically saying one of the two.
Either way, she does believe in them
For some reason. Either way, she is producing things to actively fight aberrants.
Sarah. Okay.
Yeah, she's quite incredible. Well, any plans for the rest of the night? Take it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a show, maybe.
I think maybe
We don't
just-
like theater.
It's a bit of an acquired taste. Especially some of the actors here in New Eden. Too emotional. They don't focus on the text deep enough. In my personal opinion.
Well, everyone's a critic.
Indeed. Especially when you got money.
This was lovely.
Thank you for the company.
I-
And I look forward to a bottle of mead.
Thanks for the juice, guy. And I slide it back half full.
Okay.
And I leave.
He grabs it. Where'd my D20 go?
Is it this one?
Oh no, Brayden, give it back.
You silly guy. I don't know where it went.
What?
We're just gonna... Oh no, I have the one from Sean. He grabs it and just... looks at it, watches you going. Pops the wine glass down.
I actually take mine with me as I walk away. And it's full. Are we all leaving?
I fork down the rest of Rex's food and then follow.
Okay.
You want this?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I actually really like it.
Take the ice wine. Nice. Alright. Will you guys just return to your room? Is there anything else you guys do?
Nothing for me.
I'm gonna
Nothing
go up
for
to
me.
the room, yeah.
Me too.
Okay. So, you guys head back up to your room. Room 011. Do you guys settle in for the rest of the night? It's maybe about 5 p.m. now.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we can.
Yeah, I was.
Maybe
oh,
safely say we'll just find our own things to do for the night.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys all go to your respective beds, besides these two who share the bed.
Pull one together, two
Oh, yeah.
together.
Okay.
Together.
We are in a room with just like bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. I'm gonna, as soon as we get into the door, I'm gonna go, ugh, and hop on the bed and lay like this and go, man, that was such a stifling conversation. So you hear him talking about wine?
Oh yeah, he likes to show off.
That is exactly the thing about the High District.
Sorry.
It's full of people
Sorry.
who are full of themselves. I don't see how people can get on in a place like this.
So who's excited for the party tomorrow?
Isn't it?
It's the day after tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah. That's so.
Oh my god. We have so much time here.
Is the party in the evening, Gil?
The party is tomorrow evening.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's not. It is
Right.
tomorrow evening.
Okay.
Because you guys spent a night in the mid-district.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So it is currently the 18th, and the party is on the 19th.
Well, we might have missed our party then.
So it is tomorrow?
It is tomorrow. It's tomorrow night.
So, game plan for tomorrow? We wake up in the morning. We go to see Beatrice.
Yeah. First
Her
thing.
niece. What's
Yeah,
her name?
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
And hopefully by the time we're back, we get the blueprints.
1 p.m.
And then,
We get all gussied up and then go to the shenanigans.
Should we talk about what our plan is for tomorrow at all?
maybe once we have the blueprints.
That's a way better idea. I'm just gonna take some time to myself then, friends. And I'm gonna sit in the bed and I'm gonna start practicing some magical things. Some things that aren't fully developed yet in my skill set, but
Okay.
little things that I'm developing.
Developing?
You know, third level things.
Third. Nice.
And so, if you guys look at all, I'm conjuring this little, basically this little swirl. It's not anything yet. It's a little dark, like swirl that kind of it almost starts to branch out but doesn't work. And I seem to be deep in thought. And anytime you look at that thing, you get this awful feeling in your stomach. I'd recommend you don't look at it. I say if anyone looks at it. And I just sit there and play with that.
I would say Ludi crawls into bed and closes his eyes, but probably doesn't fall asleep for a good couple of hours. But
Okay.
just lays there.
Okay. Anything else you guys do over the night?
Do you remember when you were born?
No. No. I mean, I didn't catch or anything, so.
What? Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you think we could find any of your relatives or something? Get that memory fixed?
I don't need to.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're happy where you are, then no skin off my back.
No, I wouldn't cut you.
You know what? Never mind. It's late. I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah.
Wow, it's 11. It's 11 already.
Wow.
I sit on my bed, cross-legged, get comfy, sit up, and then go.
Okay. Well, here's where we decide at what point in the night you guys decided to go to bed. Because coming up to the room, it was 5 p.m. Did you guys stay up for some time and just sort of do your own thing? Did you guys just go right to bed at 5 p.m.?
No, I'd say we went to bed like probably around 10 or 11 after doing our own things for a while.
Oh.
I might have went down and got a drink for a bit and then came back,
Cool.
but nothing roleplay worthy.
Likewise.
Cool. All right. Well, you guys all crawl in for your various nights. One of you sits up for their night. The hours slip by. 4 in the morning comes by. Our elf and our other both other elf wake up first. It's quite dark outside. A little bit of lamplight from the various electrical lamps along the street. It shines in through one of the windows, casting like this long yellow streak across the floor.
What should we do now? You and I, we gotta get a hobby.
Yeah,
These hours are hard to fill.
it's tiresome. Do you think the kitchen's open?
We can open it. It's probably open. Look, there's light outside a little.
Yeah. Let's go see if the kitchen's open.
Okay.
Go downstairs.
Okay. So you guys head downstairs. Coming into the main floor of the Baron and Bernard, it is pretty dead. There's at the bar appears to be 2 people just sort of sitting there chatting. You can smell like the deep, rich scent of coffee coming, sort of like wafting off of these 2. They appear to be having some sort of caffeinated beverage. At the bar is no longer JM, but is looks to be like a middle-aged elvish woman, sort of standing there, just watching and sort of watching you guys come down the stairs, and is now watching another pair of people who are sitting in one of the middle booths, just looking out into the street and sort of watches. Seems pretty bored as far as things go. She watches you guys approach. What can I do for you?
We're wondering if the kitchen's open.
Yeah, I can see if Mr. Barron's up for making anything.
Thanks.
I'll be right back. She heads out. A couple moments pass, and then you hear her footsteps come back. Well, Mr. Barron has turned in for the night, but we do have a couple of our night staff on. We could throw something together for you. Is there anything particularly looking for? We can, with the staff we have, we could make unfortunately, I don't think we have the power to do anything supper-like, but we could do like an easy breakfast, like a lunch.
Yeah, breakfast.
Breakfast?
Yeah.
Right, well, we can do a couple eggs, could do some sort of protein added on. Will likely be some sort of something from a pig.
No thanks. No, I'll just do, if you could slide another egg or 2 on there instead of... Yeah.
We do have potatoes. Go with it, some fried potatoes as well.
Yeah.
If those interest you.
Oh, nothing for me, thank you.
Nothing for you?
Do you have cinnamon hearts?
I don't think we do.
It was a long shot.
No.
Yeah, and a coffee. We're good.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I'll have to go.
Great. Can we just pick any booth?
As long as no one's sitting in them.
Is there many people sitting?
There's there's one pair of people sitting in one of sort of like the central booths, but besides that, looks like every booth is empty, and even glancing down to the spot where Mr. Finch was, Mr. Finch's booth is empty.
What?
Do you eat?
When I wanna.
We've been together for like 2 days. Did you... Like, there was that toast, but...
I didn't eat that toast.
No, you didn't...
Oh, thank you for getting
Yeah.
it for me, though. It's not my cup of tea. Toast. It's not my...
Yeah.
I liked the cinnamon
Okay.
on top, yeah.
Interesting.
Do you care which booth we sit at?
No.
Okay. I'll pick one. That'll be the one. Nope, that one. And then I go sit at
Okay.
one of the left booths.
Okay. So, sitting down at one of the left booths is the ones that are a little bit closer to where the door is. You guys sit down.
Do you eat meat
No.
at all?
No. Well, no. Yeah. Not used to it. Doesn't taste good.
They don't eat meat in Nimbus.
No, it's.
Because there's no meat in the sky.
Yeah.
But there are
You
birds,
can't
so you
raise-
do eat eggs.
Yeah. We don't want to eat birds because the birds we fly eat birds. We can't raise animals because they're not in space.
And that is so cool. I wish you weren't banned from there.
Yeah, me too. I like it a lot better than I like it here.
That's sad.
It's fine. Forget it, slowly.
Oh.
Just kind of sits down. Makes his eggs quietly.
You just sit there together.
Thanks for asking, though. We could go someday.
I think we should.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Most of the morning.
Okay. So you guys are sort of watching. Your coffee comes out a little bit later than the rest of the food, but popping it down next to you, it is quite a deep and rich coffee. It's almost more like a Turkish style sort of coffee. So it's really quite thick coffee, but feel well caffeinated. You can sort of feel yourself like wake up. You can feel it like going through your veins as you're sort of sitting there, looking out the window. You guys watch as the sun slowly begins to rise on the eastern side of New Eden. The hours slip by. You watch as a few more people enter. You see some people walk up to the counter, get rooms. Various people getting the spiel about how meals and things will work as they head up to their various rooms. Some people coming down and going about their morning routines before heading out. Watching out into the Gloaming Commons itself, you see stores begin to get opened, signs being brought out into the Commons itself, and lights being turned on.
Abby. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think they have like a roof here where we can get up to so we can watch the sunrise?
Yeah, let's try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a roof that we can get up to?
You go up to the Elvish woman at the counter.
Yeah.
We do have the 4th floor. Could go up there. There's a balcony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you turn up your music?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Let's go.
Great.
All right. Well, you guys head up to the 1st floor, sort of circling back around, come up to the 2nd floor, circling back around again, go up to the 3rd floor, and then another one of these half circles, go up to the 4th floor. And coming up to the 4th floor, instead of above you what has been just more floors, and you can sort of see up this like cylindrical, almost like hole through the center of the building itself, and like looking down this railing, you can see all the way down to the bar itself, and you can see the Elvish woman tending to some of the patrons at the bar itself, bringing out food and the like. You guys come up, seeing the ceiling above you, pretty low ceiling, not like crouching low, but not a whole lot of space up there. But glancing around, you see the entire circumference of this floor is entirely rooms, no more stairs leading up, except for a single door on the front side of the building on sort of the north side. There's be 2 small windows that look out, and from the light pouring in, appears to be doors that lead outside.
Go through it.
Okay, so coming out into these, through these doors, you come out onto a like mid-sized balcony patio on this 4th floor. There are 2 different pairs of people sitting at little tables, just like looking off and sort of watching the city awaken. There are a couple more tables back against the wall of the building itself. Then there's also a long bench along the railing of the building.
I'll go sit on the bench.
Sit on the bench.
Okay. So sitting there, you guys can see the sun rising to the east. From the height of this building, you can just about see over top of the tall, tall walls that encompass New Eden itself. You can see just the bare glint of the sea in the distance. Looking above you, you can see that the sun is catching on to the thick white clouds hanging above the city itself, and you can see the large plumes of white steam being belched from these this trio of steam stacks on the eastern side of the city itself. Looking about, you can see the Gothic structures of all of these old New Eden buildings, these large spires reaching up into the air. Sort of glancing around behind you, you can see the large shape of the Citadel to the south of you, with its massive, massive spires reaching up into the sky, this testament to Shaw's power. And glancing about, you begin to see, almost like little ants, people begin to fill the streets and walk about.
I bet these sunrises are nothing compared to the ones you see in Nimbus. You must be like right inside of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of funny, isn't it, the way they build that? The Citadel.
Yeah.
It's like she's trying to be bigger than everything else. But she can't get into the sky.
Not yet.
I don't think ever.
Yeah.
I never saw stuff like
You lived here all your life. Yeah. There's just so much stuff here. It's hard to see past it. And the smoke and the tall buildings. It's not enough space.
I can't imagine there being more.
Yeah. Just try leaving the city sometime. It's not as bad as people say. Sunrises are better.
Okay. So while our 2 friends watch the city wake up from the balcony, our 3 other party members begin to awaken in the room. This is now at about like the 8 a.m. mark.
This is not what I'm used to. Beds are far too comfortable.
You could die in them.
What? Goody! Oh, you're fine.
I'm sorry.
Thank
I
goodness.
just meant like you could pass away and you wouldn't even know. I guess you wouldn't know either way.
I see what you're saying.
It feels like what I imagine death will feel like. God, this is awful. Sorry, I had some weird dreams and I was working on a very odd spell yesterday.
How do you see your work? I saw what you're doing. I was too shy to ask. You work on your spell?
Yeah. It's the only way I can find out how to do new things is to try it and get better at it. I didn't learn all my things from just having it. My whole life I've been figuring stuff out. Ugh! Weird dreams. That spell is a fucked one.
What? What did you dream about?
Just
start doing some stretches while I'm
It
listening
was just
to you.
horrible things. Just
nightmares. I guess it was just the feeling of nightmares.
I often have this dream where I'm being chased. It's a nightmare.
Well, I feel like you'd be able to outrun it.
That's the funny thing.
I suppose that's why you spend so much time being fast, huh?
Well, it was just something that I was just trained for a long time to slowly increase my speed. I worked hard at it. And I suppose it's valuable.
It's interesting that for someone who spent a lot of time working on running, your worst fear is being caught.
I don't know if it's my worst fear, but it's a recurring nightmare, that's for sure. But not my worst fear, no.
Where are our friends?
No.
They probably woke up and fucked off.
What time is it?
It's oh god, I slept in my clothes. Oh no. I'm gonna have to.
It's okay. I have a steam spell.
Amazing. Amazing.
An ironing spell.
I can't do that.
You can't de-wrinkle. What would he? But what you did
De-wrinkleist. And I just gust of wind your face. Oh, you look much better.
Much more awake now. No. When you fixed the envelope yesterday, wouldn't it be similar?
I could try that. I go up to your wrinkly shirt and I'll try mending it to get the wrinkles out. What if I just mend it shut? I can't take it off.
Just go careful. Go careful.
Okay.
Also, it's and I checked my watch.
It's like 8:05.
It's 8. I'm terrible at analog. 05.
I'll try mending to uncrinkle his shirt.
Okay.
Or his clothes.
Give me a spellcasting check. So just roll a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier.
22.
Okay. So over the next minute, you slowly watch as like the wrinkles in his shirt begin to just like straighten themselves.
Wow!
You know, this is really helpful. And not that we're in a rush. I just thought it would happen faster. But that's okay. I just thought it would be like a.
And it's also only de-wrinkled in about, I think there's like a limit on the size of the space.
It
about
is,
like
I think it's 5. It's actually pretty big. Oh, 1 foot.
Yeah, a 1 foot cube. So about like that by that on your shirt. Just like the big front square, but de-wrinkled all around that are still wrinkles.
How much of the fabric would fit into a 1 foot cube?
Oh, a cube though. So
I'll just keep de-wrinkling his shirt. I never knew I could do this. This is actually incredible.
Okay. So over the course of about like the next 10 minutes, Jade works his way around Ludi's body, placing his hand around his hand, just the wrinkles begin to straighten out and fade. Begins to do that, slowly de-wrinkling our very wrinkly boy.
And you two, I know I can be a bit rude and blunt. And I know that, like, work is different, but I genuinely think you're nice people. I just want you to know that. Work aside, I know this is a job, and I'll leave it to that, but I have nothing against you two as people.
Wow.
Thank you.
I did not expect to hear that from you.
I didn't expect to say it, so don't expect it again.
I'm gonna try my best to remember exactly how he said it.
Give me a flat int roll.
Okay.
Roll and add your int.
Me with my, the whole feat I got. Just that 10. Oh, 11.
Oh, so with your feet to try and like be able to replicate
Yeah, like I've heard him talk for more than a minute straight, but that phrase.
that phrase, feel pretty confident.
Cool. I mean, I remember it. I'd like to also say, well, and I kind of like sit on the edge of the bed and like lean over towards your bed, wherever it is. I guess it's the other side of the
Yeah,
room.
we're talking across the room.
So just to get a little closer to the gap, say there's some bad blood that you don't know potentially between us. I know that you're somewhat affiliated with Booker's gang.
I'm not. Yeah, somewhat. I'm not in love with them. And I know that you're affiliated with Fontaine's. It's not. I don't have.
But I must say, somewhat. I'm not in love with them. But I'm absolutely not in love with Booker's gang. Why are you with them?
I've just done a couple jobs for them.
Nothing personal?
I don't know anybody in it.
What have you done?
Small jobs, smuggling.
Smuggling.
It's kind of my big thing.
Yeah.
It's easy to smuggle when no one can see you. Smuggling people is a whole other thing.
I had to ask what you've done. Because were it something else, it would be a different story. But I respect that you told me. I trust you.
I have nothing against Fontaine's boys.
Oh,
And I actually really like what they're doing to the overseers. I forgot how good it feels to fuck with this corporation.
doesn't it?
I don't know.
Dreams of a free Louisa.
It's a beautiful dream. I just don't know if it's worth investing into.
Maybe if the opportunity presents itself.
Maybe.
But to be clear, it is similar story with Ludi and I. We are not with Fontaine's boys. But we do know people with him. Having friends is better than having enemies. But sometimes when you have many enemies, you need friends.
Very true. I have a lot of close people in Fontaine's.
Oh.
Not a lot. A couple.
But you needed to be invisible when that happened.
I don't think I want people to know I'm here right now.
The middle district or?
No, Eden.
Did you leave?
I've been in and out.
Okay. How did you get out?
I just left. I can go invisible.
Of course.
Wait, what happens if you try to
To leave?
Never mind.
I've never been able to go. But primarily because of my MO, my lifestyle. The overseers want my fucking head. Much like how Abby's is wanted in the city he's from.
Well, maybe one day I can help you get out. Because I haven't smuggled a lot of people and it hasn't always gone well, but I'm getting better at what I do. In fact, I think soon I can maybe share my gifts.
Share? Huh.
Been playing with some things. Like, I don't know if I could... I don't want to waste any energy right now, seeing as we have a big thing tonight, but maybe one day I can get you out. Might have to charge you, though.
Alright,
That's what I'd charge.
you'll have money. Part of me wants to go. But this is my home. I want to see it better than how I leave it. You know? Dragonborn value family over all. And I feel like this city is my family. With what very little blood family I have left of it I know. So, I may stay. But if I'm pulled out temporarily, maybe to investigate ruins or be sent in bigger, fatter job, I go. Happily. But Until then, we do this. You're a smuggler.
Very good one. Probably, might I say, the best.
We should have been there when Ludi and Isla went into the depot.
I think I could have done it on my own. Very easily. I just could tell that they really wanted to do it. Well, not you. I know you were reluctant. But
Very reluctant.
But Isla was, I'm so good at this.
You weren't so reluctant to run back in, though, were you, Ludi?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
You're right, you would have done a much better job, Shade.
Sorry to brought that up. I'm just...
Well, we got the job done. And nobody died, other than the overseers.
I'm trying to see your grave.
Thanks.
Fuck the overseers.
Fuck the overseers. You know what? Maybe I'll stick around to help out a bit. I kind of like this whole fuck the overseers. That felt so good.
Oh, yeah.
Hearing that boom.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
And the dust falling on our shoulders, as if the gods, whoever they are, were giving us a pat on the back for a job well done.
Tear the city down.
Fuck the overseers. I'm hungry. I could go for a couple beans. Shall we, Ludi?
The city is sick.
Sick. Sick with all kinds of things.
Go for what? Beans?
I love beans, so I will eat a bean.
I could have some marmalade on toast.
I knew it.
2 pieces.
2 peas?
2 pieces. Yeah, maybe we'll find Isla and Abby.
Will we see you down there?
I'm coming with you.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys head down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so coming down into the bar itself, the morning is picked up quite a bit. There are quite a few people along the bar. The sort of like bitter, thick smell of coffee hangs heavily in the air as most of the people are sipping on various caffeinated beverages. You can also smell sort of that like rich smell of eggs wafting through the air as a number of these people have also collected their breakfast for the day. What would you guys like to do?
Get grub.
Get grub,
Get grub.
get the breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay. So, coming up to the bar, JM Bernard is not working. There is a young elvish woman standing there, watches as you guys come down. Is there anything I can get for the three of you?
Yes, I have very specific order. 1 piece of toast with marmalade spread and 2 peas.
No, 2 pieces of toast with marmalade, please.
Oh, you want 2?
Yeah, no peas.
I want peas.
Peas.
Peas. Please.
Toast and peas.
I'll just get whatever you have for breakfast.
What we have
Do you have
right now
marmalade?
we have
Do you have peas?
Eggs and we have
Marmalade.
potatoes. We also have
Do you have
protein, something off of a pig today, I think.
Okay. I'll get a half order for whatever you have because I'm a half man.
I could... Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Did you just say because I'm a half man?
Do you have
I could go for a potato skins.
Rex, why do you make everything so hard? And I genuinely ask,
What?
why don't you just get breakfast?
Because I don't want to eat all of it.
Then don't.
Well, I don't want to waste it.
Order a half order. You could have the other half of mine.
I won't eat it all.
Do you have marmalade?
I believe we do. Yes.
Oh, and toast?
Yes.
I'll just have that, please. I'll put it on the toast myself, even.
Praise Amora, we got some marmalade. Oh,
What?
I'm gonna walk away and go sit at a table alone and just shake my head and pull out my notebook and start reading and
I
writing.
don't see what's so wrong about asking if they have something when they don't have a menu.
And she turns around and heads to the kitchen.
Thank
She
you.
knows what I want.
Thank you.
So, a few moments pass,
Thanks.
and a woman comes out,
Thank you.
carrying different woman comes out carrying a plate with just a couple eggs, what looks to be like 4 or 5 potatoes on it, and a single piece, what looks to be like almost back bacon on the plate, and brings it out, and you can see her walk over and sort of like glance about and find Jade and set this thing down, set this plate down for you, Jade, and nods and leaves. There's a few more moments where you guys are waiting for your food.
Oh no.
A couple more moments.
Can't find the marmalade.
And the elvish woman who's been manning the bar sort of looks around, and you see from behind the bar, JM comes out and sort of gives her a firm pound on the back and says, "Oh, your shift's over there, Missy. You can head home and enjoy the night. Good morning, everybody." Sort of addressing the bar and a few people. Good morning, JM. Good morning, JM.
Good morning.
And then continues about his business. And then you guys hear feet coming towards the bar, and you see this stout man again walking up to you guys. "So, I heard you want peas. I just came to check if you want 2 pieces of toast or 2 literal peas.
Both.
Will you eat that?
As long as there's also...
Is that good for you?"
No. That is good for us if there's marmalade with the toast.
Oh God.
You know what? I could go for more than 2 peas.
A plate of peas, please. And 2 pieces of toast with marmalade. Please. God.
Turns
Please.
around slowly on a heel and like walks away.
I'm gonna stop with my voice by saying, "Is that good for you?"
Stops in his tracks. Slowly. Turns around.
It's not good for you?
Oh. And then just starts backing up. Until he's out of sight and around the other side of the bar.
I lean down to Ludi and whisper, say, "It's times like this when I'm glad I have friends."
Okay.
Oh,
A few
shit.
moments pass.
He's gonna pee in my peas.
And then the same woman comes out, 2 plates in hand, slides down a small plate with 2 pieces of toast and this like small little schlopping of some sort of like orange spread on the plate itself, and pops that down in front of Ludi, and then holds this plate of just like a green mound. Sort of looks at you and looks at the plate. Just sort of like pops it down and slides it over to you.
Wait, who did this? This is the silent one.
It's the silent one, and she.
I grab the plate, but I don't like pull it yet, and I look down at the plate, and then I look up to see where she's looking.
She's like looking at you and just looks confused.
Careful you don't jiggle the peas.
I carefully lift the plate.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh yeah, 19.
19 already. So you holding it, and it's like super duper steady, not a single pea
Easy.
falls as you place this thing in front of you.
Easy.
Looks to be like a little bit of butter that has been melted over the top of these peas.
Butter, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sniff it to see if it actually is.
Okay, sniffing it, it smells sort of that like salty and dairy smell.
Salty?
Of butter. Yeah,
Dairy.
butter.
We actually wanted unsalted butter.
no, did you actually just say that?
It was a joke. It was a meta joke.
Oh, okay.
Or it could be real. Let's see how Kel takes it.
I'm gonna, I'll follow Ludi wherever Ludi's
Baron
going. I'm gonna, are you
I thought we
moving?
were sitting at a table.
Yeah, like going to the table.
You guys were at the bar.
Ah.
Food.
Yeah,
Yes,
like,
I go and join Jade, and I say,
Is
Hello.
my meal here too?
Your meal has gotten there. You've had a chance. You've pretty well finished the meal.
Jade, would you like to try a piece of toast with marmalade? Jade.
Are you? Is that a joke?
No. Will you? Will you?
Why are you speaking like
booth?
that?
Would you? Would you?
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
What?
Just try it.
I said-
Jade?
I've had marmalade on toast before. Fine, I'll take a bite of your.
Marmalade!
How's the marmalade?
The marmalade's good. It's quite tart. It's quite a tart marmalade. It's hard to tell what
tartalade.
fruit it was made out of.
It's not orange.
Does not taste like orange.
Oh, we're gonna have problems.
But it's not bad. It's not bad.
Cool.
Worth asking for?
Was
No. What do you want from me?
is there a fork given to me with the peas?
There was a spoon.
Okay, I'm gonna start looking through the pile.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like sifting through.
Searching, shoveling off.
For what?
Razor blades.
Like a little pig.
I
Give
don't
me an
know.
investigation check.
Wait, is that a good one? Yeah, plus 11.
11. Searching through your peas, you make your way through the mound, waiting to find something bad, until you make it to the bottom of the plate. And you see, written on the bottom of the plate, is strike one.
I'm gonna look back at the bar like that.
Looking back at the bar, JM is just there, cleaning mugs. Doesn't seem like he was let in on this.
It's just jam there.
Just JM.
I'd like to do
Oh
an
my
insight
God.
check to determine how many strikes one might have.
What?
Sure, give me a flat intelligence
Well,
roll.
in our group,
two,
it's only
4
one.
strikes, you're out.
That's gonna be oh wow. I know. Apparently I know. Because
Yeah.
that's a what was it? Insight?
No, it's investigation. Or no, just flat intelligence.
Flat intelligence. Wait, what do I add to it?
Just your intelligence modifier.
Oh. Why did I have to ask that question? 7 like it's a saving throw?
No, it's just whatever modifier your intelligence modifier is. So whatever the
1. 17.
17. You assume 3.
Based on what?
Yeah, actually, is there baseball in this world?
Yeah.
Based on what?
Just based on your own intuition.
You're like, it's probably free.
Strike 3. The overseers kill you.
Everyone knows that fun game.
Well, I will now eat the peas, but I only eat about 9.
Oh no,
That's strike 2, dude.
Oh.
Strike 2, you're out.
Strikes, there's only 3 strikes. I know this.
I assumed 3. Yeah, obviously. That's
Why did you assume 3?
because. Oh, actually, I don't assume that at all. But because I got it's probably 4 strikes, judging by the roll I got.
It's probably a mixture. Like, I rolled a 9, I don't know
It's
where to
probably
go.
3.5.
3.5 strikes and you're
No,
in.
it's definitely 3. I know
Okay,
for
fine.
sure.
I don't know why I also think that it's 3. I just had the feeling 3. It feels like good round number, you know. You know good round numbers.
It's
It's
prime.
not a round number.
What do you...
You know what I mean? It's expression.
It's odd.
No, not even or odd. It's good. It's
It's
good.
a whole number. Is the word? Is the term you're looking for? I believe.
Sorry, I don't have.
A whole number.
I don't have.
The engineer just dies.
Yeah, isn't that a whole? Three's a whole.
I
All
think it-
numbers
I
that
think
are
it's a
negative
whole
or
number.
positive include, and then zero are
That's
whole
an
numbers.
integer.
It's an integer.
Integers are whole. All whole numbers are integers.
I'm gonna
Right?
keep.
Are all integers are whole numbers?
Welcome to
No,
Dungeons and Dragons.
whole numbers only
where
includes
none of us
positive
know
numbers.
math.
I'm gonna.
I used to know what a whole number was, but 3 is a whole number. Three is definitely a whole number.
Speaking
Glad
of
we got that.
I've got to look up the
It's
definition.
half of number 6.
Speaking of 3, I will eat another 3 more peas, but then start to realize after 12 peas that I don't actually really like the peas. I just like the butter. So then I'm going to continue. I'm going to put all the peas in my mouth and just like suck the butter off of it, and then like the peas back onto the plate.
God.
Yeah. I'm gonna do
Okay,
The
so
cookies-
while the
Wow.
downstairs crew is doing this,
How
you
to
guys
have
on the
fun role-playing
balcony.
that. Oh yeah, you guys are on the. I thought you guys were downstairs too.
No, they're on the balcony. You guys are upstairs.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do?
Oh, is the sunrise over?
Sunrise. It's now. It's less beautiful the sunrise now. The sun is still rising in the sky, but the like deep oranges of the sunrise have now faded.
I need to go. I'm shook.
What's wrong?
Okay, that was very nice. That was a great idea.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Should we go see if the others are up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just
What?
want you to know that I wasn't joking when I told you I thought you should dye your beard. It looks cool
Thanks, yeah, I thought so, yeah. Why would you say...
because I think Jade thought we were joking,
Oh, yeah.
but I wasn't joking.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what, Jade's wrong.
It's
Even
cool.
if he's joking, yeah.
You
This
look
looks
so cool.
great. People were looking at me in the street. Awesome.
They're like gray coat, blue beard, trendsetter.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we wake them up?
No, I mean, they're probably up already. It's been a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should go down and check the
Okay.
room. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys head back down to the first floor.
Yeah.
Coming back down,
What do they find us? What state are we in? In what state do they find us in?
they find you guys
That's
sitting at a
funny.
table with Jade, Rex with about like 3 peas in his mouth, and then as like you guys approach the table, just the 3 peas just plop out of his mouth.
And then I go.
Are you okay?
Oh, hey. Hey.
Hey.
You missed a great
I'm fine, yeah.
conversation.
Oh, well,
There
you
you go.
missed a great morning.
Yeah.
Because all you sleepy heads wasting away the day.
It's like 8:80. Hang on, I'm really bad at analogs.
It's now about like 8:15.
It's 8:15.
I know, and we've been on the go since the crack of 4.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I could have woken up if I tried.
I would be no help tonight.
You guys
If I
just
woke up at the crack of 4.
gotta get better.
Get
You guys
good
are
scrub.
half sleepers.
Are you okay, though?
Yeah,
You look distraught.
I am.
It was a tasty breakfast. It was. We talked about a lot of subjects. Marmalade, whole numbers.
Abby,
Yeah.
The reason why there's 3 strikes.
I need to bring something up to you.
Kind
Yeah.
of philosophical for this early in the morning.
Ah, trust me, I can go a lot deeper than that.
You know how you're sort of on bad terms with people in a city?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on bad terms with the person who brings us food. I got a strike.
Like-
and I showed him the plate.
What did you
These
do?
like peas that are like wet but not from butter.
You know what? This is the perfect opportunity to recycle my cardboard box idea. We'll bring them your head instead.
Yeah.
A little less dangerous.
Also, are you eating those peas?
You don't want these peas. I will tell you exactly what I just did.
Yeah.
I sucked them all over
Because they were covered in delicious butter.
But you didn't eat the peas?
No, I'm too full.
Okay, guys, listen up. It's getting a bit too funny.
This is a serious campaign.
This is a serious mission we're on, and we have things to do.
That's true.
No, you're right.
Well,
Yeah.
what's first?
I think if it's 8:15...
We have to go to Beatrice's?
Yeah, we gotta go, like,
We
now.
gotta gather our things.
Yes. Well, I don't really have things other than what's on me.
Well, you're daggers.
Yeah, they're on me.
Oh.
Don't you fucking dare.
Are you eating the peas?
You're eating them, right? You're not sucking on them?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, chewing on it.
degenerates.
I finished licking them.
Degenerates.
You've got to learn how to like
They're
it.
You guys
Jay.
need to
very
learn how to
bland
eat vegetables.
You're telling
Maybe
a
you
man
could
of
take them-
shade
Delicious.
to
Maybe
lighten
you
up.
can get an Abby bag to take them with us.
With darkness comes light.
No, I'll just... It's like Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I finished licking the marmalade off of my toast and
Are you serious?
oh yeah.
You guys are like the people that like wait staff never wants to have to deal with. You got toast so you could lick the marmalade off the toast.
It's buttery and you get a few crumbs.
Are you not eating that toast?
You're not gonna eat the toast.
Oh my god.
Well, I would normally eat the toast. This is just something I used to like to do.
Gotta
I thought
carb
I'd
up, it's a
treat
big day today.
Huh? What?
He's a carburetor.
What?
Gotta carb up, it's a big day today.
I don't need to carb up ever.
I slide the plate.
You run so much, what the fuck are you
Can we
talking
go
about?
see Beatrice?
Yes.
Do you have your weapons?
Yeah, I just have
Yes.
yeah.
Do you have... You don't need weapons.
I think I left my Derringer with her.
Great. You have anything?
I don't need
That's
anything.
your gun on the table.
You 100% did.
I
I
have
never
that in the
said I
booth and-
picked it
I
up.
follow along with Isla, yeah.
Okay, and you guys head back over to Beatrice's place.
Oh, I didn't mention this, but I'm not wearing my costume.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wear that leather jacket that Isla bought me.
Okay. Well, guys, make your way. It's a little bit easier this time as you guys have now been to and from Beatrice's home. So it takes you about 10 minutes to get to the house itself, coming up to the front door, pulling open the gate. It's now about, time you get there, about 9 a.m. after all the shenanigans inside the Baron and Bernard. And coming up to the door, large iron knocker.
Sorry, I had to do something.
Good morning.
Beatrice?
Oh my god. We told her we'd be back tomorrow evening.
Oh no.
Well, it's because we
No.
No,
We told her we'd be back 6 hours before the party.
I've got an idea.
I have an idea.
I could imitate Zaya's voice and tell her that we've come back for her.
Or we could
That's
just,
a really bad
or we
idea.
could just call more than one time. Beatrice!
Oh, let's not like piss her off though too much. I'm gonna get down to the little door where she has her slot. Is it open?
It's closed.
Of course.
I'm gonna try to ping her.
Oh god.
So,
Can't sense her within 30 feet.
Yeah, she's not here.
Maybe we should just wait for a bit.
We did tell her that we'd come back 6 hours before the party.
It's
didn't
not
we?
though. When does the party start?
Well, this evening. I know it's not 6 hours
I thought we
before
said 10
yet.
hours.
We said 10.
We
And
said
it's
10.
9 right
It's
now?
like 10 hours.
And the party starts at 8 p.m. sharp. So we're 13, right? 8 p.m. sharp.
Guys, I don't have a very good feeling about this. There might be something wrong inside there. Maybe we should investigate.
You want to break into her house?
I'm not
I think
saying-
it's
Oh,
I think it's
no.
too fast to say that. I think maybe she's
Yeah.
just like in the kitchen or something.
Or
I
asleep.
Or
could
asleep.
I could try and climb up and look into the how tall is this building, Cal?
Building's probably about like 40 feet high.
I mean, how many stories?
Stories, 2 stories.
Okay, so like really high ceilings.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Looking at the
building, does it look like I could make it up? Like, is it like a flat slab, or does it look like there's even a chance it could climb up to peer through a second floor window?
It might prove difficult, but you can. You're also in broad daylight.
Yeah. And I'm also in a suit.
What if we
I just think about it.
divide
And conquer?
and conquer? Like, some of us stay here, and then some of us go find blueprints.
Blueprints are at the
They're gonna get delivered, yeah.
at 1.
1 p.m.
That's
I
right.
could message her.
Well, I tried. She's not here.
Maybe mine's a bit, I don't know, more direct.
Well, give it a shot.
I'm gonna point my finger at the little slit because it's like a super thin piece of metal, and the spell is 120 feet and it goes around corners and things like that. So I'm gonna message Beatrice in the house and say, "We're outside. We finished your job, and we're here to get the weapons ready for smuggling."
Okay. You feel the casting of the spell. You do not feel it reach a destination.
I don't think she's here.
So we come back later then?
I have a bad feeling. What if Zaya did something to her?
We don't know Zaya
Yeah.
at all, and we
I
can't
know.
assume.
We can't assume, but
It
like,
sounds like
We literally can't because we don't know.
I think
But
if
what
anything,
if?
But
I
we
think
don't
if anything,
know.
Beatrice has power over Zaya, not the other way around.
But it could be that Zaya got so worked up about being threatened and blackmailed.
Hey, we don't know about that. It's not a good idea. Plus, I don't know how I'd get in anyways.
I'm really good at picking.
I don't.
Yeah, is that worth it? Do you guys think I should?
Well,
No,
She's
let's
good.
guys, let's just wait.
I'm just genuinely concerned about the
We're
safety.
still early.
What
We
if-
go.
What if she's not okay?
I'm slightly concerned because I think in our mix-up of the days, we did tell her we'd be here tomorrow evening, didn't we? But did
Well, we
she
said
know
this
I
who?
think
back.
she probably knows when the gala is.
We said
Because
that,
she knew who Silence was.
Yeah.
we said that we would actually be there the day of, or we just said later, didn't we? Could I recall what we said?
Give me a history check.
All right. 14.
Yeah, you said that you'd be here about 10 hours before.
And the party's at 8:30.
Party's at
Just double
8:30.
checked.
Okay. So we're like still a little early. It's not 10 hours yet.
Yeah, I say we don't cause any sort of ruckus or do any sort of investigating.
You are quite early.
And pushing through behind you.
Oh! I was
Um,
hoping she'd be dead. We could get into some combat or something.
Fuck!
comes
Oh my god! I
Beatrice
thought she
and
was like
she-
hiding or something,
so,
and she
like-
heard everything.
pushes through you guys.
That would have been
Sticks
so
a key
bad.
into a small little keyhole at about her height. Twists it. Opens it up.
Well, come on in.
Oh shit! You're right.
I give you a look, like, and then walk in.
And I think to myself, oh, I should really start taking my advice. And I actually do the Macaulay Culkin Home Alone on the sides of my dragonborn face.
Okay.
She's
Sort of just in the living room.
Okay. How's your day going?
Fine.
you hear the door close behind you.
The pistol's right there.
Your pistol's just still sitting on the coffee table where you left it. She didn't bother moving it.
You know.
That shows what kind of cares.
Well,
Alright, I have 2 daggers and a little pistol.
Yep.
Easily done.
Have an
A
axe.
little daring.
Any clothing, any armor that needs to be brought into the building.
Well, I do wonder, like, can we leave our stuff at the Baron and Bernard? Like the stuff we don't need with us, but that we don't want to lose.
I think so.
Yeah, we have until tomorrow.
But well, I guess if shit goes wrong, I don't really care about my backpack. Okay. That's all.
Perfect. Well, enjoy the gala.
She collects the various items and puts them onto the coffee table.
Will you be requiring further payment?
No?
Not that I'm offering, just wondering.
Heard that my letter was delivered.
It was?
It was, and when I walked away, I turned around to tell her she was magnificent. Because, you know, red teeth. And she looked mighty scared. Like, she looked like she just saw a ghost. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I thought I'd let you know.
Well, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Beatrice.
Thank you. I leave.
I go too.
Still steaming.
And as you all file out, the door closes behind you.
Oh, you know what? We probably should have got her to smuggle in our healer's kits.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Let's go back. Knock, knock, knock.
Wait. What are we gonna... Okay.
You can't just carry in the metal box.
I guess, but, like, okay.
As you reach up to knock, you hear the latch underneath.
What?
I also have some medical stuff I thought maybe you could bring in with our weapons. Do you think that's up your alley, too? Yep. Oh.
I'm gonna put my dagger. It's like the trench spike. I'm gonna open up the box and put it in there, and then close up the box and say, "Just what's in here?" Huh?
I'm just gonna give her one of them then.
Well, I mean, I want to have mine in there. If you want to have yours too.
2 is usually better than 1.
Absolutely.
Except in some situations.
No, I'm gonna hang on to one just in
Lovers.
case. I think that's... If that's okay with you guys.
It's gallus tonight.
I know, but I was thinking... DM question. These have, what, 12 uses? 20 charges each.
They have 10 charges
They have
each.
10 charges each.
And what does each charge do?
Automatically stabilize.
Automatic stabilize.
Oh.
Yeah.
Automatic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... I think we should just give her one. Thank you. Beatrice. Bernice.
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Oh, that was good timing. I will do a quick pivot and go.
And go again.
She makes me uncomfortable.
She reminds me of my ex-girlfriend.
That was the strangest
Felt strange. You guys get jumped by this fucking creature.
Yes, please!
Yeah.
It's actually Beatrice. She's a
I
werewolf.
want to fight Beatrice werewolf.
I want to fight Beatrice.
Can we just like hop out of reality real quick and run a combat against Beatrice?
She'd win.
Oh,
CR20.
Holy shit.
She's a dragon.
She's cracking. Imagine just.
That's what that noise was. She just went cracking mode.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, you guys head back to the Baron and Bernard.
If I had a silver eagle for every time I went back in there,
You'd have probably
Yeah,
5.
probably about $5. Well, as you guys head towards the Baron and Bernard, about another 11, 12 hours left until it is time for you to conduct the heist you've been hired to do. That is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
yeah!
Wowza!
Thank you guys so much for sticking around with us and watching this episode of Dungeons and Drama Majors. We really appreciate all the support. If you guys have a chance, if you could please follow us on Twitch here and subscribe and like us on YouTube, that would be absolutely wonderful. The more support we get, the more we're able to get our stuff out to more people, bring in more people, have more fun. It would just be really wonderful, and we really, really appreciate the support.
And
Before we finish,
hold on.
or
Also, we're doing a draw, so once we hit 75 followers or subscribers on either Twitch or YouTube, whichever happens first, we're gonna do a giveaway. So if you follow us and you get your friends to follow us, maybe you could win something.
Tell your friends.
Everyone loves free stuff.
Everyone
I think
loves
Rex said
free
that
stuff.
earlier.
We like free stuff. Which, you know what is free? The quotes for tonight. Sheldon?
Oh! Here's the first quote. It's from Isla. Should I steal the drugs? Whispering it. This is from Abby. I can't remember what it was about. You best be doing so.
You best be doing so.
This is Rex. I realize I did not take my own advice. Would you like that? Is that good for you? Will you eat that? The chef. This one's actually from the chat. Ordering with Rex and Ludi is like ordering with my grandmother.
Oh, yeah.
That was Janto, one of our top fans. We love you, Janto.
Love you, Janto.
And then this is the final quote. It's from Ludi. It was a testy breakfast. Those are the quotes.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, you guys, and I believe, will not be having an episode next weekend.
We will?
Are we dark on Sunday?
We're dark on
We're dark
Sundays.
on Sundays.
I
Our
am-
Dungeons
I am
and
not.
Drama Majors is not dark.
Okay, we'll
Oh.
discuss this.
We will keep an eye on our social
Fine.
medias,
We're
on our
figuring it
Instagram,
out.
and on our Twitter. We will keep you guys updated with what we are going to be doing for next week. And thank you so much again, you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you later.
Peace.